say verse. What's good? Look, my man. You know, one of the greatest islands. Numbers don't lie, you know, my stats stated. The drinks off of here and stated. Around here, this the thing. I did this for your benefit. Feel so mean, this is different. I move with such diligence. Me and my movement, so much like that's a filament. Being that I am the son of a king, my reign supreme with limited. And look, earn the crown, they boss the crown. There's a difference. I do this for survival. They do this for inheritance. Tell me how you feel. There it is. I begin to mix many American. Got money like a catch in the inheritance. That was so embarrassing. Yeah. I took control of my narrative. Look around all of America. There's no comparison. I don't think no one alive can roll with me, Maryland. I stay moving forward, Harrison. I stay with the troops, Harrison. Ain't no killer, but don't put me. We take for the service of billion.
What is up, people? What is going on? Welcome, welcome. Special show here tonight. Got my boy Danny Graham in the house, and we are about to talk about the movie that hit last night, which I thought was pretty good. We're talking about Captain America 4, Brave New World. Mr. Graham, tell the people where they can find you, sir.
You can find me, my channel, which is The Road to Wisdom, Mondays and Fridays at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can find me sometime on Wednesdays on The Hangout, sometimes on the OOC with Nzo, Roberto, and JG. And then Sundays, you can find me on Storms Live at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And let me just highlight this one real quick. Super Wise said, I'm ready for Anzo to spit some facts. Thank you very much, man. Appreciate it. I saw your video, Super Wise, as well, and you were absolutely on point, 100%. JG said Anzo and facts never go together. This guy's starting already. All right, JG.
Wow.
I got you. Basel is in the house. Basel said, to me, it was between a 6.5 and a 7. We're going to give our ratings at the end, so you guys will see what we give it to as well. But definitely, I kind of agree with your rating still. It's on the same level as Iron Man, Captain America 1, or even Shang-Chi. It's a good introduction to a hero for those who never watched the series. Absolutely. G Major sent a $2 super chat. He said, I enjoyed it. Thank you very much. G Major, much appreciated. Superwise said here, he said, has some major flaws, but the movie cemented Sam Wilson as a great Captain America, and I think it's perfectly serviceable and solid time. Room for improvement, but I'm ready for Sam's trilogy. You know what? I'm right there with you. The movie's not perfect. It's not. But it's good. It's an entertaining movie. I was entertained. Danny, what are your thoughts?
I agree with you. Some of these comments, and let me put this disclaimer here. You have the right to feel the way you want to feel. But some of these things, what I'm hearing, it seems like it's racially motivated. And I'm not a person, if you know me, that tries to call a race call, that kind of stuff. I'm in an interracial marriage, so I'm not prejudiced. But when I see stuff going one way, I'm going to call it out. And for some of these YouTubers that I've seen, it seems like they just don't like movies that star black people. And I'm not calling no names, but you know who you are.
Facts.
And this movie was not bad. Like I said, it's not perfect. But if we're looking at the same kind of pacing, the same kind of pacing, looking at the same kind of introductory to a new hero, and some people talking about the end scene credit. I can go back and show you there are some end scene credits that is just has the same makeup. So I don't think this movie is bad as people saying it, and I think that I know some people are saying it's predictable. And okay, guess what? If you go back and look at it, Iron Man 1, who everybody loves, was predictable. If you go back and look at the first Avenger, which this movie is better to me than Captain America, the first Avenger, is predictable. The pacing is almost the same. The end scene credit is not exciting, just like some people criticize the end scene credit for this movie. But you know the difference between back then? It was new. It was fresh. We hadn't seen it. We're used to that, and now we're complaining if it's not spectacular or this is this. But the purpose of the end scene credit is to give you a little peek and push in the direction of the next movie. This end scene credit gives us a push into the direction of what could potentially be the next movie. We don't know yet. We know it's probably going to be Doomsday, Secret Wars, and we also seen in the movie the guys, they are clearly talking about another Avengers team. Sam being a part of it. Falcon, he pretty much invited Falcon to be in the team. So I don't understand the hate, like, and is they bored? Okay, the same way that this movie was slow to some people, and the pacing was this and this and that. You can say the same thing about Captain America, the First Avenger, but you don't want to say it. The only difference between Captain America, the First Avenger, in this movie is that it was new back then. We never seen that, but they gotta start. They gotta start from somewhere. Yeah, we saw Sam as the Falcon, but we never seen him if you didn't watch the Disney Plus show as Captain America. There's some time passed. I don't know how much time passed, but he's much more confident and much more able fighter in the movie than he was in the show. The scenes, man, the fighting scenes were fire.
Agreed. I think those were some of the best parts of the movie were the fighting scenes. Green screen at the end kind of looked a little off at certain spots. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, yeah, I'm right there with you. I thought the fight scenes were really good. A lot of people are like, oh, how can this hero fight the Hulk? And the way they did it was pretty good. You know what I mean? Like, it made sense because Sam did get his ass beat.
He got hurt.
What I mean? Yeah, 100%.
Everybody know that Wakandan tech is a step above anything else on Earth. It even rivals Stark tech. Now, Tony Stark, without his suit, is just a mere man, the same way Sam was. And we saw when he went up against somebody superior, like Thanos, he got his butt handed to him.
Absolutely.
The same way. He put up a fight a little bit for Thanos, but at the end, Thanos' superior strength and power outmatched him. He even got stabbed. You remember he got stabbed and he put that stuff in there to heal himself? Now, I was saying, now, how in the world can Sam take these stabbings with the hatchet, with the knife, and then shrug it off? But then they explained it in the movie. I got this Wakandan mesh.
Kevlar kind of thing.
Kevlar.
Yeah.
So what would be a fatal wound for a man with that? It's only a superficial wound. It makes sense. You see the same thing in Kingpin. He put that weaving and stuff in his suits. Daredevil did the same thing. So let's don't get too crazy about where he can't do. With the Wakandan tech, he can hold his own. But at the end, guess what? Last time I checked, he had a broke arm, cracked ribs, all that kind of stuff. So he's not totally indestructible. He has flaws. And he constantly said at least 2 parts of the movie, man, I wish I took the serum.
Facts.
Okay.
Facts.
So,
and Bucky told him he didn't need to take the serum and explained why he didn't need to take the serum. But I love at the end where he was like, not taking the serum, that's bullshit. You know what I mean? When he was talking about Buffy. But Beaming Kun said, I told you guys movie was not going to be good because Marvel was not excited about it. Film red flag. But the film is good though, Beaming Kun, though. We liked it, definitely. People were looking for flaws, 100% G Major. And I think that was a huge issue too, because they wanted to slam Anthony Mackie for what he said, right? So for what he said earlier about, Captain America is not America, blah, blah, blah. So they wanted to slam him for that. 2, they wanted to slam him because they don't think he should be Captain America. So I don't understand that as well, why they don't think so. It's like they should have gave it to Bucky. Bucky was a murderer, guys. Bucky could not represent Captain America. And 3, I think they're going to even be more pissed now because it seems like they're using Sam to be the leader of the Avengers.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
So you can't help that.
Exactly. So if they do that, it's going to be a lot even worse. Said Isaiah stole his scenes. Isaiah Bradley was tight, 100%. That scene where he was in jail and he was starting to cry, I was like, yeah, that was.
Yeah. I mean, and at the end when they hugged, he said, man, I told you I was going to get you out. What took you so long?
Yeah.
The chemistry with Isaiah and with old boy that plays the Falcon, I love those. Some people, I heard somebody say he was too jokey. Not to me. It wasn't too jokey where it was. I think Terrell Magnin said that he irritated him. I
Of
didn't get
course.
irritated by the guy. I can see in some movie like, and I give you for instance, the little boy in Shazam. I see how some of these little kids can I mean, in Black Adam can irritate you. I didn't get that irritation from him. I did thought he was stupid when Sam told him, "Hey, look, man, don't do it. I got it. You can see, oh, yep, he's gonna get hurt. But you can see people saying there's no way they can do this. We can see that those suits are good and give them power, but it's not at the level where they can't be hurt. Kind of like how we see Iron Man and stuff. But when Iron Man fights a superior opponent, he gets hurt as well. Case in point, Thanos. So
Absolutely.
if you think this story was boring, some people say they are, then you got to think for First Avengers boring. You got to think Iron Man is boring because it's pretty much the same pacing. You can see that Obadiah Stane is the bad guy. You can see that he's trying to steal Tony Stark idea. You can see at the end that he's built his own suit. And the fight scene wasn't that phenomenal. I know some people are criticizing the fight scene between the Red Hulk and Sam was lackluster. Could have been longer, yeah.
100.
But the fight scene between Ironmonger and Iron Man, that's super fantastic. That's what you're telling me? The fight scene between Iron Man, War Machine, and Whiplash, that was super fantastic. So I mean, the fight scene up to it was fire when they was trying to escape those drones and stuff. But the actual fight between Whiplash, Iron Man, and Rhodey. Come on now.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right. You're spitting facts. You're cooking right now. You said that the story was weak, but the trailer gave too much away. I don't think the story was weak. I do understand where people could say it was boring because my son thought it was boring at certain spots too. And I get that 100%. Right. Yeah. But you are absolutely correct, though. It is absolutely pace by pace, kind of like the first Avenger. Right. And I personally wasn't a fan of the first Avenger. You know what I mean? So I definitely understand where that is coming from. But, you know, we've had so many worse MCU movies, though, guys.
Yeah.
Like,
and then look how the first Avenger went from that to Winter Soldier.
Yeah.
There was a tremendous jump in quality, in storytelling, and excitement. And most people naming it either as one or number two most favorite MCU movie. When you put a list together, Winter Soldier is in the top 3 on most people's lists.
Absolutely, 100%.
So I ain't ready to just throw out Captain America 4 or Sam as Captain America. I think the second movie be good or be better, but I did not hate this first one at all. One of the first things I told you, and I think you probably do it as well. I walk out the theater, I ask myself, did I waste my money? For me and my grandson, it was $19 to get in. I didn't feel like I wasted my money.
Absolutely not. Me neither. You know, Sam leading the Avengers is hype. I don't care. I agree. I want to see him lead the Avengers 100%. And they keep saying that, you know, one thing that I did like about this movie too, they made it a point to call him Captain America throughout this whole movie.
Yep. Hey, what's up, Cap? I mean? What's up, Cap?
Yep. Thanks, Cap. Thank you, Cap. What's up, Cap? You know, so I really enjoyed that. And go ahead. No, go ahead.
I got a bone to pick. Some people coming at me about body shaming Namor. I'm going to say it, and I'm going to continue to say it. Namor did not look like he should look. He had a dad bod, and now they are body shaming this young girl from the Red House.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, she's a midget.
Yeah.
If she's a highly skilled midget that can shoot and can fight, and you can't shoot or fight, she's probably going to kick your butt.
100%. I had no issues with that.
I had no issue with her.
You know what I mean? I was like, oh, that's kind of short. But then at the same time, I was like, yeah, she came in and she did that Black Widow stuff where she told Sam, I got this, and she took out those cards. Yeah. I was like, okay, that shit's fire.
And it didn't look unbelievable.
Absolutely. It did not. G Major said, I saw a review where they compared this movie to Sony Marvel movies. Mr. F,
You said
please.
no, Emma, mother.
Oh, Mother Effer. That's it. I got
Yeah.
you. Mother Effer, please. Yeah, 100%. He's not the face. They won't have him. Well, they're leading up to that. That's what they're doing in the movie. You can tell. And I have a feeling that the Thunderbolts are going to be his Avengers team. I believe he's
At
going to
least
end
some
up.
of them.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
know for a fact he gonna get Bucky.
Yes.
I feel quite
Yes.
strongly. We know for a fact he doesn't get old boy. That's gonna be the Falcon, and
Mm-hmm.
he's gonna get that Wakandan upgrade. I wouldn't even be surprised if Shuri jump on there.
Absolutely. Which would make sense, right? She would
Yep.
be the Black Panther to jump on that team.
Yep.
Listen, at the end of the day, right? I was going through this list here, and I think Danny was going through the list as well. So let me just bring this up real quick because people like to and they do it all the time, right? They like to I call it member berries, right? They always remember all the good MCU movies, right? The good ones. But let's go through the list here. So the first Iron Man is the first Iron Man movie. I know Danny says it's better than that. I don't think it's better than the first Iron Man movie. The Incredible Hulk. I like that movie though. But this is to me, and I think that would be one of my nitpicks of this movie is that it was more of a Incredible Hulk 2 movie than an actual Sam Captain America movie, right?
I like how they tied it in.
I did too.
What they should have done, they should have let the Hulk come in. Whenever he found out what
Uh-huh.
the leader was doing, if you'd have made a call to the Hulk, this movie would have been a 10 for a lot of people. If you'd have made a call to Bruce instead of, and when the Red Hulk pops up from behind that thing,
Mm-hmm.
then we see Bruce walking, and then he kind of transformed like he did during the Avengers when there were those people. He said, "I'm always mad." If they would have done something like that, that would have been fire. But then would it have taken the shine away from him? Probably would have, but that's what I would have done. Or I would definitely make sure Bruce is part of the Avengers. And if I'm gonna do a new Avengers, Bruce Banner is definitely my new Avenger.
Yeah, 100%. This is ranked the third worst MCU movie. By who, though? Are you talking about the ranking on Rotten Tomatoes? Because if you are beaming con, well, the critic score is low, but the audience score is not, which I'll bring up later after we get through the list. So Iron Man 2, Danny, is it better or worse than Iron Man 2?
I won't say it's better. It's about even.
I say it's better too. The first Thor, is it better or worse than the first Thor?
It's about even.
About even. I think it's better. Captain America, the first Avenger, I think it's better.
Most definitely.
100%. Better than the first Avengers? I say no.
Nope.
I say no. Better than Iron Man 3?
Most
Absolutely.
definitely.
100%. Better than Thor the Dark World?
Yes.
I like Thor the Dark World, but yes, it's better than Thor the Dark World. Is it better than Captain America Winter Soldier?
No.
Absolutely not. Is it better than Guardians of the Galaxy? Danny?
Yes, for me it is. I'm not a fan of Galaxy. I'm not a fan of the Guardians.
That's where we different because I would say no, it's not better than Guardians of the Galaxy. Is it better than Age of Ultron?
No.
I say it's on par with Age of Ultron because I wasn't a huge fan of that one. So I say it's on par with that. Is it better than the first Ant-Man?
Yes.
Yes, it's better than the first Ant-Man. Is it better than Civil War?
Nope.
Absolutely not. Is it better than Doctor Strange?
No.
I say no too as well. I already know the answer to this one, but is it better than Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Most definitely.
I say yes too, because I didn't like Guardians of the Galaxy 2.
Only thing I love about Guardians of the Galaxy, their soundtrack is fire.
Soundtrack is 100% fire. I hated what they did with Drax in this movie, and that it just killed me.
Yeah.
Is it better than Spider-Man: Homecoming?
No. It ain't better than none of the Spider-Mans. Not to me.
I say it's on par with Homecoming. Homecoming wasn't my favorite. Is it better than Ragnarok?
No.
Absolutely 100% is better than Ragnarok. Fuck that movie. That yes, is for me it's better than Ragnarok.
No, it's on, I give it its own par.
Black Panther is better than Black Panther?
Nope.
I knew that was coming. No, it's not better than Black Panther. It's not better than Infinity War.
Nope.
Is it better than Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Most definitely.
Yes. Is it better than Captain Marvel?
It's on par, equal to.
I think it's a little bit better. Is it better than Endgame?
No way.
Absolutely not. Is it better than Far From Home?
No, because I love Mysterio.
I do too. I just think it's on par with Mysterio for me. Is it better than Black Widow?
Yep.
100%. Is it better than Shang-Chi?
Most definitely.
100%. Is it better than Eternals?
Yes, sir.
100%. Is it better than No Way Home? Absolutely not. Is it better than Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness?
Nope.
Absolutely not. Is it better than Thor Love and Thunder?
Most definitely.
100%. Is it better than Wakanda Forever?
Nope.
I'll say it's on par with Wakanda Forever. Is it better than Quantumania?
Yes. I hate to say that, but it is.
I'm going to put it on par with Quantumania because we got Jonathan Majors over there.
Yeah,
so
that's the only thing that's causing me to pause.
Yeah, no, I feel you. Because take Jonathan Majors at that movie is ass, 100%.
Yeah,
is it better than Guardians 3?
Yes.
No, Guardians 3 is really good.
No.
Is it better than the Marvels?
I like the Marvels, but I'm going to say it's on par. I like the Marvels. I enjoy the Marvels.
I don't think it's horrible.
I'm going to say it's slightly better, but not by much.
I got you. I say it's a little bit better too. I didn't think the Marvels deserved all the hate it did. And then we have Deadpool.
The only thing I really hate about the Marvels is when they went to that world and they had to sing and everything.
Yeah, that was horrible.
That took me out of it.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. Deadpool and Wolverine, is it better than that? It's not better than that. And then we have Brave New World. So I don't know how many you guys counted in there, but I counted a lot of movies that it's better than.
Or equal to.
So, exactly. Yeah, you know what I mean? And the hatred it drives me up a wall because it's a lot of our people, right, that are sitting the same narrative about this movie that people who don't look like us are saying. Mm-hmm. I'm like, bro, this is what we're really doing, man?
You gotta go back and watch. I went back and watched all of the in-scene credits.
Mm-hmm.
And there's maybe about a handful, 4 or 5, that were genuinely more exciting than this.
I agree.
The one that it took. So, like, yeah, the in-scene credits is supposed to be something to point you, like, make you say, To me, I said, because to me, I really, the leader looked eerie, man. When all you could do was see his eyes and stuff. They only cover that portion of his face. When you finally saw him, I'm like, man, God, he looked kind of gruesome compared to what he does in the comic book. But I did not hate this movie. The hate that it's getting, and like I said, this says our disclaimer: you can like it or don't like it, but I think for some, it is all about skin tone, and they're like, ain't gonna give it a fair shake. But if you go back and actually look at the pacing, the in-scene credit, look through the lens, it's just as predictable as Iron Man. It's just as predictable as First Avenger.
Absolutely. So Beamington was talking about it being ranked the 3rd worst MCU movie. So the Rotten Tomatoes score by the critics is 50%. Of course, that's going to be that. Is probably going to go maybe a little bit lower.
It went down because it was like 53.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
Yeah, and so did the audience score. The audience score was at 82 yesterday, but now it's at a 79, which I told my son it would go down. But even if it goes down to 70, that's still good. That's a good rating. That's a good rating. You know what I mean?
Compared to some we've seen that's like in the teens.
So here's Chill said, let's talk about money. Is it making more money than most of these? Well, we know why it won't, Chill. If it doesn't, right? Let's not pretend that that narrative is not out there, right? Let's not pretend that what Anthony Mackie said earlier got some people up in arms over that. You know what I mean?
And he couldn't control the many reshoots. The actor has nothing to do with the reshoots. That has
Absolutely.
nothing to do with the actor. So he's already being put behind the 8 ball because the writers didn't do the story right, or they want to do this, do that. So you can't blame the actor. But some people are blaming the actor and blaming the position that he's in. That to me, that's just unfair. Some people,
Agreed.
based on what I've seen, a clip also showed me, and if you go back and look at videos that people on Chills stream in on, they don't seem to like movies that are predominantly black or have black leads.
Facts.
And that ain't nothing that I'm making up. That is factual. You can go back and watch it and point them out specifically.
100%. And, you know, it's, to me, it's like some of the arguments just, okay. So again, I said it that the CGI at the end was kind of iffy, right? I seen the pictures of it. It's kind of iffy. Like, oh, the CGI doesn't look that great. But because the CGI doesn't look great in a couple of scenes, we're going to say the movie is trash? It just doesn't make sense to me. They do the same thing with Black Panther, right? Yeah, go ahead.
And we both said they should have spent like they ran out of money on that. That's what's going to hurt Black Panther in a lot of rankings.
Yes,
that third act. We get that, but from the first scene to when him and Killmonger starts fighting, that movie's not good. That movie doesn't, and people hate on the second. I'm not even getting to Wakanda, but I liked it. I liked it. If you don't like it, that's fine. But Danny Graham, Words of Wisdom, aka Comic Chat, loves Wakanda Forever. I've seen it several times. I'm thinking hard about going back and see this Captain America: A Brave New World again. So,
yeah, you know what? I'd probably watch it again too, for sure, because I didn't think it was bad. Beam Income with the $10 super chat. Thank you very much, Beam Income. Much appreciated. He said they originally wanted to make the Black Panther the face of the MCU, but with his passing, that's when their movies went to shit because they didn't know what to do. You know what? That could be a possibility, right? And I would have had no problems with them doing that if they decided to make T'Challa the leader of the Avengers and made him be the one going through. I have no problems with that. But I also have no problems with it being Captain America Anthony Mackie. Listen, regardless of what you want to say, Anthony Mackie has been in the business for a long time. He deserves this.
I read an article that he chose this over his wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah, his wife wanted him to get up out of there. And he's like, no, I will not. So I think for 7 years, they've been in divorce. I was reading the article, I was like, wow. So he chooses his career over the mother of his children.
That's crazy. But at the end of the day, I can understand if he's enjoying his life. He's loving making these movies, and that's what he's doing. You know what I mean? Especially,
see if I can find that article.
Sure, and especially like Anthony Mackie has never been an A-list actor. Like let's be real, right? Maybe not even B, C maybe, but because of the MCU, he's at least moved up to B. Right, he's at least moved up to B level where he's actually leading a movie. Now, I did see that the predicted box office for this movie is 190 million over the weekend. That's a good haul. I'm not mad at that. I hope it makes more, but I'm definitely not mad at that. He said, I don't get that. I don't get the people that say Anthony Mackie isn't leading my material. By the final scene, bro was getting some tears in his soul. He's got that leader aura. I agree 100%. He did a great job. No one can say that Anthony Mackie was bad in this movie. If they do, then they just hate him.
Yep, he was. I mean, one thing he stood up a little funny when he was walking and I kind of took but man, I could see him, man. He was a man of his word, and what really conveyed to me, man. Because I know I would have said this thing, man. Why in the world did I take that daggone serum, man? But people keep losing their mind about there's the way he was standing from the Red Hook. You gotta remember now, there is nobody in Wakanda with superpowers besides the Black Panther.
Facts.
but their technology is so much advanced that Wakandan tech gives them a superior
Advantage.
advantage over regular tech that we as Americans. It's even, I think, it's on par with Stark Tech.
Mm-hmm.
And truth be told, I think there's some Stark Tech in their armor because the way he was accelerating, and when he folded his wings back, and when he accelerated, it looked a lot like Iron Man when he accelerates and stuff.
Yeah.
So I think it's a mixture of both. And then you saw the banter they had when old boy was in the bed. He said, "Man, you think you can give me the hookup? Let's start tech. You know good and well he's going back to Wakanda if he formed Avengers, and his suit probably gonna have even more gadgets in the gut now because he actually stole. Because I never seen his suit do that, throwing those feathers.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was from old boy Angel out of Age of
X-Men.
Apocalypse.
Yeah.
So I never seen him be able to do that, but he did that. So these little gadgets and upgrades and stuff. Got 2 red wings now. So
Mm-hmm.
and you know Falcon gonna be up to par because he gonna really train him now once he get back healed up. So I think
Absolutely.
the second one is gonna be good. I hope he gets his trilogy.
And me too. And one thing I think a lot of people actually miss too, right? Because he was actually training with someone who had the serum in
That's
him.
right.
You
Exactly.
understand? So that's the reason why they showed that scene to let you know, yes, he may not have powers, but he can use other methods
That's
to
right.
win a fight.
And that's why when in that first fight scene, he wasn't scared of that one guy that was like what 4 inches more tall than him, muscled up, that
Mm-hmm.
one terrorist.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why he was able to handle him. Because if you practicing with somebody with the strength of Captain America and you holding your own, a regular human ain't gonna be able to deal with you.
Agreed.
So
Agreed.
a lot of questions that I know I asked myself, like, man, how can he do that? They answered it. Cause like when old boy stabbed him with that hatchet and stabbed him with the knife, I said, man, there ain't no way. There ain't no way he can shoot it off. I said he took something.
Mm-hmm.
But then they told us a few scenes later.
Yeah, that he had the Kevlar under there.
Yeah,
You
the
know what I
Kevlar
mean?
thing.
100%. And that scene was tight too. I was like, oh, Sam went off on boy,
Mhm.
right?
Yep. When
I was
you
like,
start kicking through that window.
yeah. And then we'll get to that scene in a second, but the scene where they go into the leader's thing and he kicks the shield's on the floor, he kicks it. Yo, I was like, all right, that is tight. This is
I'm trying to figure out why they want to kill him so bad though.
Kill
they hate
who?
him. Captain America. Everybody want to kill him in the movie.
Yeah.
I ain't never somebody want to kill the first Captain America, like, but he said, I can't. When I escape, I'm going to kill you.
Mm-hmm.
Then the Red Hulk wanted to kill him. So
I think the leader more wanted to kill him because he was messing up the leader's plans.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So the leader wanted to knock him off the board too.
And why did they use the name the leader? Can they use that name?
Yeah, they can use it. Yeah, they can use it.
I wonder why they didn't use it.
I have no idea, but I believe they might. And and a lot of people hated the design of the leader, but I mean there is a version of him where his brain is showing like that. So
yeah, it is.
I was okay with that, you know. This is one of the last 2 movies under old Disney CEO Sherprek, who might have influenced the movies. Maybe. The movie wasn't bad. I thought it was good. It's a solid 6.8 out of 10. I hated Falcon's partner. You mean Cap's partner? Facts, G Major said. That's Black Widow's woman. That Widow woman was so tiny. Yeah, but she was tight though. She was tight. They should have gotten someone else. Nah, I thought she was fine. I think that was the point of it. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because they're trying to show that these women are assassins. Doesn't matter how small they are.
I wouldn't be surprised if she'd be part of the team.
She might. Because if you look at it, I would say that, but then I thought about Black Widow's sister, and I'm like, nah, I think they might put her as a part of the team more than her. You know what I mean? Because if you think about it, you'll have Captain America, you'll have Bucky, you'll have Yelena's father, then you'll have the Black Widow with Yelena. You know, so it'll be a good Avengers team. It's just that I don't think anybody's gonna want to see these Avengers because
Later tournament, yeah.
you know what I mean.
The Thunderbolts don't excite me as far as their power set, because she said it. All we can do is shoot and punch. I don't want to see a bunch of shooting. I want to see the flying. I want to see the repulsor rays. I want to see something else more than shooting and punching and fighting.
I agree.
But
I agree. Well, we'll see how Thunderbolts turns out. You know what I mean?
yeah,
But you know,
people are clamoring over Thunderbolts. I'm going to watch it, of course. I ain't really like chomping at the bit to go see it. But I'm definitely gonna watch it.
I'm gonna watch it too. But you also said earlier that a lot of people said that Brave New World was too jokey. I didn't think that, but I think Thunderbolts is gonna be too jokey. Yeah. I'm really worried about that in that movie.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
In the previews, man, it's joke after joke after joke. I'm like,
right. And it seems like they're gonna go more of that route with it, you know. So
yeah,
Sentry has a pretty easy to create superpower. Yeah, isn't he like Superman or something like that? Sentry?
I think he has a split personality. That's what I heard. He's Sentry when he's good. I think he's Void or something.
Void,
like that,
yeah.
When he's bad, so it's kind of like, I guess, Moon Knight has just different personalities, but both of his personalities are powered up.
It'll be interesting.
When you see him in all that black, he must be Void or something. I'm not familiar with Sentry at all. I think I heard either Chill or maybe Terrence or somebody was talking about Void. So I don't know.
Making people vanish into the void is an easy camera trick and a cheap camera trick. Yeah, they showed it in the trailer, right? They show people running and they just showed them turning into shadows. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, very easy. The budget on that shouldn't be that heavy, you know.
But doesn't he, when he's Sentry, doesn't he fly? To me, he's more like an Omni-Man.
I don't know much about him, to be honest with you. So
I know how his suit look, and that's about it.
Me too. Which I think is going to be interesting to see. You know what I mean? It might be a good movie. But at the same time, I like this movie. I thought it was good. I thought it was entertaining. Did it drag a bit? Yeah, it kind of did. You know what I mean? Some of the speeches I think took a little bit too long, and I was just like, okay.
But there were sometimes in some movies I've been to, I'm like,
yeah, 100%.
I ain't never done that in this movie. I was engaged the whole time. From the first scene, I thought it got a little slow with them breaking into the leader's place.
Yeah.
And I didn't like how you could tell when they what you call it, with editing, because they jumped to the guy on the SEAL Team 6, Sam's buddy, get a phone call, and then he's going to call Sam, and then boom, the leader pops up right there, and I'm like,
yeah,
that was how did he know that?
Yeah,
a probability shouldn't show him all that stuff, but like he was right there, he knew. I said, but other than that, man, I didn't have no issues with it.
Absolutely. I'm looking for this article here to find out, because it's saying that, let's see. So this is probably just hold on, let me share my screen.
The end scene credit was basically a conversation between him and the leader in that isn't the prison called a raft or something?
Yeah. And it's online if you guys want to see it. The trailer's online. I watched the trailer before I seen it, so you can find it there. Captain America: Brave New World burn towards 90 million for 4 days. I think that's just American box office, because international, it says it's supposed to be about $190 million for the weekend.
Well, if it makes 200, whoo!
Oh, 100%, which I hope it does. You know what I mean?
I do too.
And I'm looking at the critic scores, and I know I think it'll either stick around 79, 75, or it may go down to 70, but I don't think it's going to go down lower than 70.
I don't think so. They might get some love because they featured Japan in there. So, I don't know. That might hurt China. It might piss China off.
But yeah, go ahead.
But one thing this movie did do, for those of us that don't like Eternals, it made Eternals a little bit more relevant. And it may make even some people go back and watch, not the whole thing,
Not me.
but watch maybe the ending, because I kind of forgot about that thing in the middle of the ocean.
The Celestial?
They tied all that together, and then they showed how they build the points around it where people are studying it, and how they shaved off the piece of adamantium. They actually listed it as adamantium. So this movie, it had a lot of things. Like it tied together the Incredible Hulk, because they talked about the scene in New Jersey with him fighting Abomination.
Abomination, yeah.
It talked about forming a new Avengers. It talked about, and to me, that it talked a little bit about it tied in with the Black Widow movie. It tied in with Thunderbolts. So it did a lot of different things. It touched a lot of different movies. And then the end scene credit makes me think it's definitely going to be Secret Wars, or like you said, Battle World, or something like that. On the discussion that he said. To me, it reminded me a lot of when Lex Luthor talked to Batman in the prison.
Yeah.
And he said the Redcoats are coming, or wherever they're coming.
Yeah.
So to me, it reminded me a lot of that. So I didn't hate the end scene credit. I know some people say it was boring and trash and all this stuff. The end scene credits can be shocking, or it can be informative. To me, this is informative.
Yeah,
no
well,
shock, but informative.
Yeah, it definitely led up to something, right? It led up to either the Secret Wars that's coming, or Battle, whatever they're going to do with that. I think they're going to maybe mix Secret Wars and Battle World into those movies. So that's what it's leading up to. You know what I mean? And like you said, we already had them pretty much saying that Captain America, Sam Wilson, is going to lead the next X-Men. So I hope they do that. But Jill said next Avengers. Yes, I'm sorry. Jill said, the way racism works, no amount of Japanese promotion will change these fans' mind. Yeah, you're probably right about that. I was shocked that Universal let Marvel use the Red Hulk. Well, they didn't let them. Marvel can use the Hulk as long as it's not in a Hulk movie, right? So that's why you'll always see Hulk as a secondary character in these movies, right? Thor Ragnarok was pretty much World War Hulk. Like it took elements of World War Hulk, so they can do that. They just can't make a movie that is the Hulk. But I think that either is done, or it might be on its way out, where Marvel will get the rights back so that they can make a Hulk movie.
And tell you the truth, this right here lays the groundwork for a Hulk versus Red Hulk.
Oh yeah,
later on down the road.
Oh, 100%.
You know the fans want to see that.
Oh, 100%. And to be honest with you, they did what I thought they were going to do. Red Hulk was better than the original Hulk. I'm sorry. He just was. I was like, now this is what the Hulk should have been. This is exactly what Green Hulk should have been, but it was Red Hulk. And I knew they were going to do that. And that's why I was worried about it.
But he should have been able to talk, though. I don't think I ever seen a Red Hulk in the comic books where he didn't talk and have his mind.
That's a good point. I really don't know much about the Red Hulk anyway.
Red Hulk, that was his advantage. He always had General Ross's mind, intellect, all that stuff mixed in. So they kind of cherry picked that. I've never seen the Red Hulk just totally just uncontrollable like that. He controlled his transformations, and he had his mind.
Maybe they're going to get to that, right? Which would make sense if they do, right? Especially if they want to use the Hulk as the Red Hulk as maybe a part of the Thunderbolts or a part of the new Avengers team, then maybe they'll get to that point. Because remember, it was a lot of the pills he was taking, right? That could be maybe a reason as to why he was more Hulk-like instead of being able to talk and stuff like that. And now that he's not going to be taking the pills, maybe it'll change on that level. I don't know. But at the end of the day, that's what Green Hulk should have been, right? The Green Hulk. Yeah, go ahead.
I know he can't work out, but boy, he looked bad without that shirt. I was like, man, hurry up and get away from that scene.
You're talking about Harrison Ford? Yeah, I know.
Like whoa.
Yeah, I know.
How much did they pay you to go shirtless, boy?
Yeah, they should have CGI'd that, bro.
Yeah, He looked rough. I'm like, goodness. But anyway, man. Yeah, when Red Hulk looked good, boy. I was like, man.
Yeah, I agree. When he turned and the fighting and everything, I thought was really good. I wish they started using end credits to introduce the next movie. End credits for Captain America should have led to Thunderbolts. I don't mind if they. I just think now they're just throwing in end credits to make people wait, because as much as the end credit scene hinted at other things, that could have been a mid credit scene. To be honest with you,
Yeah. I wish they would do them because in the theater I was in, it was like after he did the soundtrack was fire, whatever that song was. I can't think, but usually after the song, the end of the song, they play a credit scene or a mid credit scene, and sometimes the ones that have two do it at the end. And I heard somebody say, "So they're not going to do it." And I was like, "Y'all gotta wait," because and the end scene could it went forever. I was like, "Oh
yeah, I know.
Lord."
Yeah, I know. It's like it took forever to come. I know. I was like,
My grandson said, "I hope this is not as long as what he said." It was some I can't remember that. I said, "What you gonna do about it, Cole? If it is, what can we do about it? But sit here and wait or either leave." I said, and I ain't leaving, even though I had already seen it, but I want to see it.
Yeah, me too. I seen it too, but I wanted to see it. He said, "School this fake comic reader. Danny Onzo hasn't even read Red Hulk. You know why, nerd man? Because I was getting poom poom at the time. I wasn't really into comics by the time they did Red Hulk, bro. I was doing other things, unfortunately."
Hey, I'm going even further. His daughter is the Red She-Hulk.
Oh, you see, there you go.
In the comic books, I don't know how they're going to do that, or if they
Betty Ross turns into the Red
Betty is the Red She-Hulk in the comic.
Oh yeah, that's interesting. But again,
but did she look funny to you? I didn't look like her to me because they didn't show up close. But in the end scene credits, it said Liv Tyler. But
yeah,
she looked funny.
She just
she looked old. She looked like CGI to me, like deep fake or something.
I think
you can only see her face through them bars.
Yeah. I think the CGI part that really got me was when the leader turned himself in. He looked really CGI in that scene. I was like, ooh, that one didn't look too good,
He looked eerie though. When he walked in that room, all you could see was his green eyes.
Yeah, 100%.
That right there look kind of raw right there, buddy.
I wish they would have made him a little bit more greener though. You know what I mean? Because at some points you could see
he looked kind of grayish looking.
Yeah. I wish he looked more a little bit greener. Iger doesn't care for She-Hulk after her comments during the strike. Or I think it has to do with the show. The show was horrible. You know what I mean? You were too busy getting ass in Canada prison on some.
Oh my God. I'm gonna spill up my Gatorade,
boy. Nerd man, aren't you out there with the lady boys? Who's giving up the ass? Not me, it's you, brother.
What's up, man?
And I seen the pic of one of the lady boys you sent. So let's just say that. Just a Canadian ass. That's funny. But man, like I said, I think it's good, and I don't understand the hate. I really do. And I'm just gonna put this guy up here real quick because this is one of those another haters over there who thinks that Sam would be better off as Falcon than he would be as Captain America, right? Right, Chill? Right? Is that what we're saying?
Did Chill even go watch it?
Chill right now is going with this embargo where he is not watching any trailers, any MCU movies until they do T'Challa properly.
Wow. Well, you've been waiting a long time, bro. I did last year. Well, I commend you for that because the way they did Jonathan Majors, I didn't spend any money on MCU movies in the theater. But it only lasted 1 year. I don't know, that's all as far as I'm going. And I was not going to miss this one in the theater. And the way they did Sam, you see Onzo Vision, okay?
But you're not even supposed to be watching them, Chill. That's what the embargo is. Like, you're not even on Onzo Vision. You're not supposed to be watching it. But if you did, seeing as that you said Onzo Vision, you liked it, didn't you? Because I didn't hear no complaints. I didn't hear no videos, nothing. So you must have liked the movie, Chill. Huh? You liked it? Huh? Captain America did a good job. He represented.
The fight scenes was tight, man. And even though you could tell that thing in the green scene, that
green
fight with the
screen?
air,
Oh yeah,
that
100%.
thing was fire.
Yeah, 100%. Where he was going after the American planes.
Yeah,
Yeah, that shit was lit. That shit was lit. You know what I mean? I liked the fight scenes.
yeah.
He said, I never complained, but it wasn't that good.
Wow.
Okay. Well, it's good. It's good. It's good. But we already know why you said the trailers revealed too much. You know what? I'm glad you brought that up because I did want to go back to that for a second because a lot of people were saying it was predictable. What were we expecting though? Like, you know what I mean? Yes, they did show us Red Hulk in the trailers. I get that,
And you know,
100%. But
they did it. They did an end game too. They did an Infinity War. Remember they put the fake Hulk in there?
yeah.
They did a fake scene in this too.
A funeral scene. The fake
Huh?
funeral scene. They had a fake funeral scene in the trailer that wasn't in the movie.
And they had a fake scene with Isaiah telling Cap, be careful when he was in jail. He never said that.
Oh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%.
I was like, I was expecting him to say that because I was looking and he never said that. He was like, I can't die in here and I can't do. So he was, I think he was about to contemplate killing himself and doing something. But the relationship between him and Isaiah, I really liked. How they was trying to get a little bit lit in limousine. I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
So I like it, man. I like it.
Yeah.
I hope they do. I hope. I don't want to see Isaiah get killed. So I hope that he just be like the when Sam needs advice to go to, that they keep him in that role.
His mentor, yeah. And you know what's funny? When they were in that limousine scene, we were sounding like, oh, look at this. Can't take ends anywhere, can you?
Wow.
You can't take us anywhere. Look at these guys, right?
Who said that?
Me, I said that to my son. I was like, we can't take us anywhere, right? But but that's what I'm saying. It felt like real brothers chilling in the limo, though. That's why I said that. You know what I mean? Like, it
they
felt
took the picture,
legit.
man, and he was like easing up, he was relaxed a little bit. Then what he was saying, his lines was like exactly what I was thinking. Man, I should have stayed at home.
For real.
So Isaiah, I was on the same page with him.
For real. And to be fair with the trailer part, because we know there was reshoots, so they probably reshot and took those parts out because I really thought someone was going to die in this movie. And I thought it might have been Isaiah Bradley.
Yeah.
And they probably did that and took it out. And that's probably one of the parts they reshooted, right? Where it's like, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't kill Isaiah. Keep him alive, you know? And I'm glad they did that.
I thought it was going to kill Giancarlo Sidewinder. What that's his name?
Yeah.
But Sidewinder is going to show up again. I don't know
100%.
when and where. But I like how they plant that, man, because we're going to see Sidewinder. They plant the leader. I think the leader is a notorious Hulk villain. So I think somewhere down the road we're going to see Red Hulk leader Hulk going some kind of craziness that the leader is going to try and do to get. He may even try to, because in the comic book he's always trying to steal the Hulk's strength.
Power, yeah.
So he'll have the strength and the intelligence. So I think we'll see something like that. I wouldn't be surprised. And then there was a cartoon where it was all Hulks. So we already seen three different Hulks if you don't count Professor Hulk. Right. We done seen She-Hulk, we done seen Red Hulk and the Incredible Hulk, and we done seen the Incredible Hulk's son. So there was a comic book, a cartoon, I can't think of the name of it, where it was a team of Hulks. So
Superwise said, I also thought and was worried about Isaiah dying. Yeah, because when you see the trailer, it looks like they're at a funeral scene, and I'm like, man, if it's anybody gonna die, it's I either thought it might have been Falcon, but I'm like, I'm not sure they're gonna kill him off right there.
I was like, when he was on the operating table, I was like, he got messed up more.
Yeah. Then I thought,
Then it said that to restart his heart and all this kind.
Yeah. So was it good? I'm confused. Well, that's because you're an idiot, right? That is why you're confused. Yes, it was good. We liked it.
It was good. The score I gave it was a 7.5.
And I gave it a 7 out of 10. So
Yeah.
We definitely liked it.
Yeah.
He said, if I recall correctly, Betty Ross attended the funeral, so it might have actually been for Thunderbolt Ross himself. They definitely cut a lot of stuff and reworked it. I got you. I got
And
you.
they
She was
cherry picked a lot of stuff because in the comic books, he wanted to become the Hulk. In this
yeah,
movie, like he
yeah,
was tricked into being the Hulk. He didn't know
yeah,
anything
yeah,
about it.
yeah,
So they
100%.
Kevin Feige always does cherry picking.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't mind cherry picking because this was an interesting twist to it. He was forced to be the Hulk because he was dying. He wanted to live longer to convince his daughter that he was a changed man. So I didn't mind this. And then of course he betrayed the leader, and that's why the leader put this whole big thing into action. So
Yeah.
I didn't mind it. I like when they cherry pick. I don't want to. I want it to be comic book accurate in some aspects. They don't have to be comic book accurate 100%. If they want to make it 60% here, 50% there, whatever percentage, I'm cool with it.
100%. And X-Men 97 is a perfect example of that. It's not 100% comic book accurate, but it's on point. You know what I mean? I think Marvel could actually learn a little bit from, from that series and make things a little bit more comic book accurate. But I'm with you. I don't want to see a perfect adaptation of a comic book, right? Because they did that with the joke Killing Joke, and it was a cartoon and it was horrible. It didn't flow the same as the comic book did, which is one of my favorite comic books of all times. And then when I actually watched the cartoon, I was like, this doesn't feel the same. It wasn't the same to me. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
Bianca said, I'm not watching this. John Campia not recommended this. Well, I mean, if John Campia is your go-to and you don't want to see it because he didn't recommend it, then nothing I can tell you, bro. I'm not gonna try and force you to go see it.
Yeah.
My opinion is it's perfectly good. I think whether you think it's not gonna be or good or not, you should make your own decision.
Exactly.
Right? That's what I do. I don't
Yeah.
care if someone says it's gonna be good or it's gonna be bad. I want to make my own decision, right?
You never heard that phrase, Beeman, that one man's trash is another man's treasure?
Exactly.
It's because John Campia thinks it bad. Doesn't mean it may not be bad for you or vice versa. So you do what you want to do, like Anzo said, but if it's something I want to see, like Anzo thinks, and we boys, he thinks Batman is totally crap. I think it's good. I mean, hey, I respect his opinion. He respect my opinion, but if I ain't gonna let nobody stop me from seeing what I want to see.
Oh, me neither. And to be honest with you, right? Even though, because you guys will know, I was saying the Batman was going to be crap before I even seen the movie, right? So that was my opinion on the movie, but I still went to go see it, hoping that I was wrong. You know what I mean? I'm not sitting here trashing the Mortal Kombat. I trash it like crazy. I thought it was going to be trash, and it was trash, but I went to go see it.
Some parts of it wasn't trash. I don't
No,
care
the
what
whole
you say.
no, the whole movie was trash.
You
The whole
mean to
movie
tell
was
me
trash.
that Kung
And
Lao
then
part was trash?
yeah, and then they showed the picture of.
No.
I mean,
No.
that was one scene. It was okay, but
There
then
were
we seen
several
the
scenes.
picture of the new Johnny Cage. They showed that, and I'm like, oh my god, no, they're not doing this. Zachary said just a solid Marvel movie. Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
It was a solid Marvel movie.
Nobody is saying that this movie is great. All we are
Facts.
saying, in case you just coming in here, is that some of the complaints that you have with this movie, if you go back and watch Iron Man, if you go back and watch the first Avenger, there's some of the same pacing, some of the same slow story spots in it, and some of the same exciting end scene credits.
Mm-hmm.
There's nothing like, oh my god, end scene credit in those two movies. Same as this one. But what is different in Iron Man was that it's the first time we ever seen that.
Yeah.
And then in First Avenger, it's Captain America. But his end scene credit, he's in the ring boxing, and he punches the bag off of the ring, and he says, "You got a mission for me? You trying to get me back in the world?" He said, "No, I want you to save the world," and that's it.
Yeah.
For Iron Man, he said, "Jarvis, cut the lights on," and he cuts lights on, and Nick Fury's in there, and he said, "So I am Iron Man. You think you're the only superhero in this world? There's a whole new world that you don't know nothing about." And he said, "Who are you?" "I'm Nick Fury, the leader of Shield and the director of Shield, and I want to introduce you to the Avengers project." That was it. In this movie, he told him, I'm paraphrasing. The leader said, he said, "You know what's funny?" And Sam said,
We don't
"No, we
have
don't
the
have this
same sense.
same sense of humor.
Yeah.
You let a lot of good people get killed, and I don't think we would find nothing funny." He said, "I've looked at all the probabilities, and the same way you protect this world, you love this world, you have to do the same thing from the others, more or less." It went off. So tell me what's so exciting about the other two I told you about in this one. But they
Oh,
lead you, they make you talk and speculate, and eventually it lead that those things led to the Avengers movies. This is going that little thing he said is going to lead to the next Avengers Captain America movie. So it's doing the same thing.
And you know what's even to your point, Danny? Remember, was it Shang-Chi, one of those movies where you just heard the voice of fucking Blade, right? It goes to Blade, you
No,
hear the voice
that was Eternals.
in Eternals, right? You hear the voice of the
We
Blade, and
saw
then boom,
Star
and
Fox, which was whose brother? Thanos' brother.
yeah,
We saw him be introduced, and then we saw oh boy about to open up the ebony blade. He said, "You sure you want to do that?"
yeah. And then we didn't get nothing from those. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Nothing. And Nerdman said, "I respect your opinion, Danny, but Anzo, well, we already know that you are not gonna like the movie because you're a DC shill and you're already going in there gonna say it's trash. So I don't even listen to your opinion." Says John Campia thinks Shang-Chi is one of the best MCU movies ever. So I really can't take his opinion as gospel. Yeah, and he loves Man of Steel too. He thinks Man of Steel is one of the best DCEU movies as well.
Nah,
So
Man of Steel is good. I won't say it's the best, but I
no,
like
it's
Man of
good.
Steel.
Yeah, it's good. I like it too. I don't hate it. I know Nerdman
Mm.
doesn't really like it, but
And I
Campia
don't think Shang-Chi is as great as some of these people act like. Oh man, it
it's
wasn't
not.
bad. It wasn't bad,
Mm-hmm.
but I could name at least 10 better than that.
This was one of them. This movie was one of them that was better than Shang-Chi.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
And I'm a Dragon Ball Z fan, and Shang-Chi was nothing but a watered down version of Dragon Ball Z.
Facts. Campion made it clear since day one that Sam isn't Cap. So anyone who's like that, you know what their stance on this movie is going to be. Facts, 100%. It's super wise, right? The minute people start saying that he's not Cap and this is not Cap, you already know they're going to go into the movie hating it. 100%. I know it was trash. No, you don't. You didn't see it. Did Sam get beat up by the Red Hulk? A little bit. You know what I
Yes, he
mean?
did. You got a
Yeah, a
broken
little bit.
arm,
Yeah,
ribs.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And again, we got to understand that, like, Hulk was punching him, but Hulk was punching his vibranium wings, right? He kept
And
blocking every hit with his wings, and he still got fucking thrown like he hit it
like a
one
rag
time.
doll, like a rag
Yeah,
doll.
he went flying. You
And
know.
when he used the Wakandan tech to do that thing like Black Panther does to shoot it back out, it hurt him and the Hulk.
Yeah.
Red Hulk.
Exactly. And I know people are gonna say, "Oh, well, Sam beat the Red Hulk." He didn't beat the Red Hulk because after he did that blast, Red Hulk got back up out of the ground, and then he did his, kind of,
You kind of calm him down.
yeah,
Yeah.
with the thing that Thor and Black Widow kind of do. He didn't actually do that, but he calmed him down in that kind of way. You know what I mean?
He how I said he reached his inner thunderbolt.
He's in a Thunderbolt.
He used
And
his
now,
daughter. And your daughter wouldn't think he was this, that.
well, that's what I thought they were gonna do. I thought his daughter was gonna come in that
Yeah.
scene, and that
Yep.
was what was gonna calm him
The
down.
same way she did with the Hulk.
Yes. I thought that's
Yeah.
what they were gonna do, but I was okay with the way they did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because you could see throughout when he starts to change, like Thunderbolt doesn't want to be the Hulk, right? Like you said,
Mhm.
you know, in the comic book, he wants to be the Red Hulk. He
Yeah.
wants that power. But in this movie, he didn't, you know.
Yep.
So
Only reason he went to leader because he said he was dying. He had a heart condition, and the leader kind of fooled him too. So I guess the leader can see into the future with probabilities. In case you don't know, he can't see into the future like Doctor Strange, or whatever. But his brain is working on such a high level, he can equate all the probabilities of what happened. And through looking
absolutely.
at the probabilities, he's able to determine that oh boy wasn't going to hold up to his word, so he put it in play. Okay, if you ain't gonna hold up to your word, you're gonna turn me into a monster. Then I'm gonna turn you into a monster, and that was pretty much the
100%.
storyline. And he did it.
Absolutely. And again, the movie, all which we didn't really get into, but has a lot of themes, you know, that we struggle as Black people as well in this movie. So of course that was gonna alienate some people too as well. I'm surprised the Red Hulk didn't turn into films. That's one of Red Hulk's
Flames, what he
powers.
meant.
Flames. Oh, flames. I got you.
Well, he
The
said
anger
film,
he
but
gets,
yeah, the hot he gets.
he turns into flames. Okay. Well, you see, I think they kind of,
They
because he
showed it
doesn't really.
because
Yeah.
he touched something and it was
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. And I just don't think he knows about everything he could do with his power yet, right?
He
Because it was a
didn't.
quick fight.
Because when he was jumping, he didn't like he was in control. Like he
Right.
was just like so he didn't really know. And I think at first he didn't know how strong he was because he was throwing the tables kind of clumsy looking. But and that's because in the comic books he knows he has his mind and all his knowledge and the Hulk strength. In this movie, he has none of his mind. He's just crazy, mad, just like the Hulk is
Mm-hmm.
when he's not Professor Hulk.
Absolutely. And Beamington said, is there a better scene than the bus scene in Shang-Chi in this movie? Um, the bus scene in Shang-Chi was good,
The
but
first fight with to me was good too. He had with that big tall guy, the big tall mercenary.
yeah. The
The
fight was
open
good.
the opening scene for the Falcon and the Winter Soldier was fire, and the opening scene for this is fire because he's more comfortable. If I had to guess, this is like it reminds me like year 2 of Batman. I think this is
Yeah.
like year 2, year 18 months of Captain America. He's been Captain America for a minute
I
because
agree.
it reminded me a lot of like when you remember the scene in Civil War. No, I mean in
Mhm.
Winter Soldier when he jumped out the plane and landed on the aircraft carrier.
Yeah.
It was something similar to that. Not the fighting, but his opening scene was something because he was doing all kind of crazy stuff, flipping. He's like, wait for it, and then
Mm-hmm.
it sent the bomb, and then he just start kicking people. But his fighting is rough, boy.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. The
Yeah,
fight scenes were great. You know what I mean? And I
I'm trying to
love
figure out what style it is, though. I can't figure what's because he doing a lot of flips and
and I,
he learned to fight with that pack. I don't know what it is, but
facts. And I love the scene um like when he's flying and you could see like he's flying so fast he's breaking the sound barrier and that shit pops off in the back of him, right? You usually see that with Iron Man and shit, but it's showing you that how great the technology he's using is, you know what I mean? Like he could go really fast and all kinds of stuff like that. Hey, beaming him, I just want to say thank you for the super chats, man. Much appreciated. Always a pleasure. Thank you once again. But it's just the hate, you know. That's the reason why I was like, you know what? I said I was going to talk about it, and then he said, yeah, he was going to go and get in because he wanted to get into all the hate stuff and the people hating. And I said, you know what? Let's do it because at the end of the day, we know why a lot of people are hating. I'm sorry, man.
that's crazy.
We know why they're hating.
And I'm gonna say this: if there was not, if Sam never became Captain America in the comic books, if Shuri never became the Black Panther in the comic books, if some of these people never did certain things in the comic books, then I would be more understanding than some of these arguments. But people are mad and acting like they making this stuff up, and they're not.
Mm-hmm.
In these particular franchises, they are not making up. Captain America at some point in time was a black man. You're not making up. At some point in time in comic book history, Shuri was the Black Panther. Now, whether
Absolutely.
or not you like that or not is your prerogative, your right to. But they're not making it up. So you can't use the argument of wokeness or gender bending or race swapping, that kind of stuff, because it's not true. It's just not true.
Absolutely.
Now, have they
Yeah.
done it in the past? Because this new Spider-Man, I'm about they need to call it Black Man. Like everybody on there black except Spider-Man to me.
Facts.
Which
Well,
I ain't mad about it, but I'm just saying I was like, man, so Harry Black and what's face is black on the Green Goblin. Oh, so that's crazy. Tombstone.
Well, Tombstone was always black, I think, even in the comic, right? But one thing I did like is that, you know, the girl that's with like Tombstone's girlfriend, Pearl or whatever her name is.
Pearl.
They said she's Filipino. She's from the Philippines. She's not black. So I was like, okay, that's interesting. But she looked black though. Yeah, she looks black though. While opinions vary, the universal thing agreed upon is Sam has been cemented as Cap. Based on Rotten Tomatoes audience score of 79%, a lot of online community, they're sold, and that's good. Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%, and I'm sold too. You know, I think I was sold from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier show. I was like, okay, I could see it as Cap. And like Danny said, they did it in the comic. So if they did it in the comic, they're not race bending. You can't say it's a race bend or anything like that. Now, Chill's point is that when they reboot it, that they will go back to a white Captain America. But who's to say that it still won't go along that path where actually Sam ends up becoming Captain America again, right? Because when you're talking about rebooting, they may do a lot of things differently. Like after Secret Wars, if they do like a soft reboot, they may do a lot of things differently. But we may get another Infinity War. Maybe we may get the Infinity Gauntlet done the way it's supposed to be, you know, with all the X-Men and all the heroes they can use now. So they'll just be doing pretty much the same things, just different iterations of it. So,
and then what kind of, I don't fully understand. Some people want the black characters, and I don't have, and I want to see it too. But because it's not done, let's say it's a race bend. You know, male character is female or white character is black, whatever. That's giving that particular actor a foot in the door. Versus if they didn't decide to do it, and I don't understand the animosity for that, and I mean I don't. Maybe I'm looking at it from a shallow lens, but if we able to come in there, I know if somebody offered me $2 million to play Kingpin, I'm just using that. I'll be like, where's the fat suit and where's the makeup or whatever? Because I'm going to do it.
100%. I think what it is, Danny, is people have way too much a connection to fictional characters where it's like, I need to see Superman look like Superman, or I need to see Batman look like Batman, or I need to see this, and it has to be exactly the way they created it back in the day. And I've always said this, I am more interested in seeing us, a real life man, get paid to play one of these roles. And if he happens to play a role that was a white character back in 1980, then you know what? Get your money, homeboy, because I would do it.
Yeah. Now, when you talking about fictional characters, non-fictional characters, I agree with you. And I'm going to say this, and then be like, well, Danny, you're being hypocritical. A white Black Panther, I can't see that. There's some characters that you can't touch, but there's some characters that can be Black, Hispanic, female, male. There's some characters that just can. So, I don't. Dan, did you see new transformation in Dragon Ball? No. What are you talking about? Last thing I've seen is Bo, is when Vegeta has become God Destruction and Black Frieza.
I got you. All I'm gonna say is, to Danny's point, he's correct, right? Shit, what were you saying before this super
I was
chat?
saying that some actors can. There's some characters that can be race swapped.
Oh, right. Right. So, for example, I agree with you 100%. You can't race swap Black Panther. You just can't do it. King of Wakanda, has to be an African black man, 100%. But I'll give you a few black people that you could that wouldn't really make much of a difference.
Okay.
Steel wouldn't make a difference if you race bent him, right?
Okay.
You made him a white guy. Blade wouldn't make a difference if you changed Blade and turned Blade into a white guy, because his color really doesn't have to do with who he is or what the character is. You know what I mean? So that's my point. So I don't know. What's up, Eli? How you doing?
Oh, not much. Pillow fight turned out to be a little small gathering. It didn't last as long as I thought it would.
I turned on that thing. I'm like, this guy's really watching some people outside in the street pillow fighting, Danny.
Yeah, I was. I wanted to go down there. I missed it last year because of the rain. I missed what you guys are talking about. Did you actually talk about the 3 questions
You're chipping out like chipping out like crazy.
Out really bad.
Yeah, you're sounding robot-y really bad, Eli.
Yeah, Eli just left for fruitcake palooza.
Look at you capping for this MCU trash. You see, this is why I can't stand Nerd Man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Let me reboot if my sound is coming in spotty.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
Okay, one moment.
Cool.
A serious conversation, because they always do that MCU DCU crap.
Mm-hmm.
How many times have we told you we don't care MCU DC as long as the movie's good?
Facts. I did a stream the other night where I was on Spoiler Kings, and in the background I had Zack Snyder's Justice League playing. You know what I mean?
And we both love Justice League, Zack Snyder.
Facts, 100%. I think it's great. I love that movie.
I think it's the best DCU movie ever.
I do too. And when I watched that movie, I sit in there and I ask myself, why the hell did the changes that, and I said this earlier, I said, you cut off about an hour of that movie, and that movie rivals Infinity War. You cut off an hour, you cut off some of that, the singing and the slow motion with the flash and all of that. If you could cut that down to an hour without taking away what that movie actually was, yeah, that movie rivals Infinity War, 100%. I know
it's 4 hours, but man, I've done watch at least 3 times. I've never seen it in black and white.
I even watched the black and white one, brother. Yes, I even watched the black and white one. He said, Nzo, that's 2 shots. Oh, wow. I don't even know if I have anything here. Being cut. I don't even know, but I'll get you on the next one.
How was my sound coming through?
You sound better now.
Okay, I did not know what you guys missed or what I missed. Did you actually discuss the 3 things I put in that chat to you, Nzo? The 3 questions I was confused about?
No, well, go ahead. What are the 3 questions you're confused about? I don't even think I read your chat, to be honest with you.
Oh, okay. Why? Basically, I was upset because they spoiled the movie in the trailer. The whole thing was leading up to the Red Hulk. But I'm like, they spoiled it in the trailer. That's the problem I had with that.
Yeah, you tripping again, bro.
I also wanted to know, they never explained where Steve Rogers got that shield from, because Thanos destroyed it. I'm like, where did he get it? Are they going to explain that?
Well, I don't understand why they would explain that. We've seen in Endgame that he comes back and he gives it to Sam. So it's obviously they fixed the shield.
No, the shield got broken. Where did he get it from?
Well, at the end of Endgame, he gave a new shield to Sam Wilson, bro. So they fixed the shield.
Okay, my other question is, how the hell do they know that Erisha is a celestial? Why do they call it Celestial Island? Where did they get the idea that it was a celestial?
Here's for you, Beaming Khan. I got the shots right here, brother. Man, you asking questions that are like really insignificant. You're like, how did they know he was a celestial? because the Eternals, in the Eternals, they called them Celestials. So obviously that information would have got to somebody. They called them a Celestial in the movie. Like when they explained what it was and they were fighting it, they said that it's a Celestial. So I mean, it's not that hard for them to come up with that name. But what did you think of the movie, though?
I was impressed with the CGI, more impressed than Brie Larson's hair, because 80% of the time, that shield flip is CGI. That there was no shield whatsoever in that scene. It's all CGI. And I'm like, this is great work. Finally, great work, great work.
This
What
video
are
is
you
brought to you
eating?
by Queen Anne Cordial Cherries, the best candy.
Oh, those are best, man.
You know, yeah. So the
It was
movie was good. Go ahead.
it was a great action movie. I'm like, people are
Yes,
dissing on it because they're thinking, okay, where's the Marvel lore? I'm like, everything they said is canon. They was canonized the Abomination in She-Hulk. Come on,
yes,
everything is canon.
yes. They pretty much, even though the Incredible Hulk was canon, they really made it canon in this. In She-Hulk, they kind of made it canon too with bringing the Abomination in and stuff like that. But that wasn't the Abomination we knew. But this
Liz
movie,
Tyler. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
yeah, this movie 100% canonized the Incredible Hulk, right?
Yep.
So there's no doubt about it. And and again, I said it earlier. I think it was more of like an Incredible Hulk 2 than an actual Captain America movie, but I
Yes.
understand them meshing it together, and Sam still had the lead, right? Regardless of what you want to say, you could say this was maybe an Incredible Hulk 2, but Sam was still the lead character, and there is no doubt about that. And he shined as the lead character, as Captain America. So I want to see more of him as Captain America. I do. My son was like, oh, stop capping for the movie because it's a black Captain America. And I'm like, you know what? That's not the reason. I get it. I understand why some people may have thought it was boring, right? I can get that 100%. I think they might have. Hold on, one more thing. I think they might have tried a little too hard to make it like the Winter Soldier, and that could be an issue there. But other than that, I wasn't bored.
I can clearly
I didn't
see why
see.
he
Sorry.
picked him.
Go ahead, Danny.
What's that, Dan?
I can clearly see why Captain America picked him, because he has virtually the same values
As Steve
as
Rogers,
Steve.
yes.
I mean, they're almost in step. So I can see why he did that. And like you said earlier, could Bucky be a better, more as far as strength wise and ability, Captain America than Sam? Yes, but like heart, he could not do it. And if Sam was to take that doggone serum, he would be something.
Facts.
He
Perp,
does
did you
not need
like
to
it?
take the serum. He does not need to take the serum because Sam is Sam. Same, like you said, the same embodiment characteristics as Steve. He does
I'm
not
not saying
need the
he would.
serum.
I'm saying
Oh,
he needs
If he
serum.
did. If he did, though.
oh.
Yeah,
If he did take it, he would have been even badder than he
yeah,
was, right?
he need to take some serum. I don't know what he need to take, super soldier serum, but he need to take something.
He kicked the Hulk's ass without serum.
No, he didn't.
You know what? I'll say this. I wouldn't mind if he does take the serum, but I also like the fact that he doesn't, because it's showing you this regular man who is running around. Yes, exactly. He's kind of Batman-ish. He has no powers, right? Just a suit, and he's running around doing things that no man should be able doing. He said,
And
Sam
unlike
doesn't need
Captain
steroids.
America, he does not rely on his shield. He's basically flipping, kicking, using his wings, using his shield and his brushes, all multiples at the same time fighting. He does not rely on one style. This guy has
Oh yeah,
multiple. I love this action.
oh yeah,
One thing.
100%.
If I'm going to that Echo place where the leader was at, I'm taking more than that shield. He gonna open.
Yeah, I would have my suit too. I would have had my suit. That's what I. That's what I thought. No, that's what I thought was gonna happen. Danny, that he was gonna take off his clothes and the suit was gonna be underneath. You know what I mean? But no, he didn't even have that.
Now, what I need to do is, like in the next movie, you need to have that nanotech.
I agree. Hold on, let me get to here. He said, just like Tony. Let me Perp, I don't know. Did you like it? Because I didn't get your answer on that. Difference is Sam can actually fight out of the suit. Exactly. Exactly. And he did a great job. Again, thank you for the $10
Well,
super
Factor
chat.
fight the suit too.
Who?
Captain America wasn't no joke. In or out the suit.
Yeah. But you know, he had superpowers, so of course he's yeah.
And Natasha, Natasha
She got no powers.
And
No.
and Hawkeye.
Right. And they don't even have a suit, Danny.
No.
You know what I mean?
They just got them.
Absolutely.
Hawkeye has a suit now thanks to that one kid, K Bishop.
Yeah, but it's not like it's like a suit, like, you know, Iron Man, and you can say what you want to, but Sam's suit is vibranium, right? So one of the strongest metals, so that's why. But they're regular running around with fucking uniforms on, basically. You know what I mean? So Danny and Anzo make a bet between you two, which makes more money, Superman or Fantastic Four. Winner, I'll send 200.
What?
Oh, you wanna make a bet? I'm gonna take a Superman.
Oh yeah, I'm taking Superman too.
Oh, you got $400 to give them, dude. Okay.
We'll split it.
No, I think he wants us to make a bet between me and you.
Danny has to make a bet between you two, which makes more money. Superman.
Oh, he'll send Anzo $200.
Yeah, he'll send the winner $200. All right, Danny, you want to take Superman? I'll take Fantastic.
You said you both have to pick different ones.
Yeah.
Man, Anzo, it's Anzo's channel. Hang on. I'm mediator. It's Anzo's channel. He spoke up first. He said Superman. So Danny, you have to take Fantastic Four.
You're funny.
Okay, it ain't my money.
It's you know what? All right. Who do you want, Danny?
It don't matter.
Yeah.
So you take a Fantastic Four. I'll take Fantastic Four.
All right.
I sure don't think they're gonna do it. I mean, I got to see more than what I'm seeing now.
I actually think they might. Because so here's the thing, right? You have the Snyder people who want to boycott the Superman movie. Now I know it's not a huge crowd. It's you know what I mean, but they still might be able to at least affect it a little bit there. Plus, the DCU is coming off of a bad run already. You know what I mean? So this Superman,
Superman is global. Fantastic Four is not.
I agree, but Marvel though, you know what I mean? If Fantastic Four is good, and if it's good, like that's
okay. Well, let's switch then.
No, I got Superman.
Superman is gonna blow it out of the water.
I got Superman. So you hear that, Beaming? I got Superman. Danny has.
There's no doubt in my mind Superman ain't gonna make $1 billion.
Ooh, really?
I'm gonna tell you why. When's the last Superman we really seen? Solo Superman.
Man of Steel.
Phase 6.
Man of Steel.
And Man of Steel came out when? What year?
16.
Was it 16?
17.
Man,
17.
Yeah. No, 2013.
Ooh.
So that's 10 years ago. No, more than that. That's 12 years ago.
I think though. Okay, so there's two things with James Gunn. I think a lot of people think it's going to be way too jokey, but I also think he can ride off of the Guardians of the Galaxy stuff too. You know what I mean? So let me see. Tony said, Anzo, were you doing your ranking film among phase 4 and 5? Am I doing it or will I do it? Shit, I could rank 4.
Where do you rank this film among phase 4 and 5?
Oh, definitely, because I was talking to my son about it. Definitely the middle of the pack, right? So let me go. I'll tell you what phase 4 movies are because we did that earlier.
It's middle of the pack.
Absolutely. So phase 4, we had Black Widow. I think it's better than Black Widow.
I do too.
Oh yeah.
Eli said that. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh.
Better, worse.
Right.
There was no thrill in Black Widow. We knew nothing bad was going to happen to Natasha. I'm like, enough with the thrills.
Better, worse, equal to. So you got one for better. All
Yeah,
right.
we got one for better, Black Widow. Then we have Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings. I think
Yeah,
it's better than Shang-Chi.
I do too.
Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi.
Shang-Chi. Do you think it's
Shang.
better, Eli?
Yes, Shang-Chi is better.
Oh, you think Shang-Chi is better? Okay, I don't.
Yes.
Next up, we have Eternals. I think
Yeah,
it's better than Eternals.
I do too.
All right,
Eternal
so
sucks.
100%. Then we have No Way Home. It's not better than No Way Home.
Nah.
No. We have Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. It's not better than Multiverse of Madness.
I agree.
Is it better
Marvels.
than Thor, Love and Thunder?
Yes.
It is better than Thor, Love and Thunder. Yes, 100%. And then the last one we have is Wakanda Forever.
It is
But
not.
I thought Marvels.
Marvel's is Phase 5.
Oh, sorry, we're doing 4. Sorry, you're doing 4. Sorry.
So we can
So
do
we
Phase
got
5. You know?
so we got 4 saying it's better, and we got 3 saying it's worse.
Right. And where you said it's not better than Wakanda Forever, Danny?
No, it's not.
I say it's on par with Wakanda Forever because I don't hate Wakanda Forever. And then Phase 5, we have Quantum Mania. I think it's on par with Quantum Mania.
All right, we put equal to. All right.
Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I don't think it's better than Guardians of the Galaxy, but Danny does.
We'll split that.
And we have the Marvels. I think it's better than the Marvels. Danny thinks it's on par.
1 for better, 1 for equal to. All right.
This is better than the Marvels.
And Eli says better than Marvels. All right. And next up, we have Deadpool Wolverine. It's not better than Deadpool and Wolverine.
This is better than Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, you liked it better than Deadpool and Wolverine? Really?
Yes, I did.
That's some
Okay.
bad marijuana you got.
Hey, dude, I am smoking something called Oak True Land.
Well, stop
It's
that. Stop it.
36.19%.
You got you messed up.
Okay,
Chill
fine.
said,
That's Dizzy's.
not Chill. Perp said, I thought it was light. I gave it a 3 out of 5 on Letterboxd. 3 out of 5 is good. I gave it a 7 out of 10. Danny gave it a 7.5 out of 10. Eli, what did you give it?
I gave it a 7.36 out of 10.
2013. He said, got it. Phase 5, pretty solid. Yeah. And Anik Jones said the Marvel suck. So how many movies do you have that is better than Danny?
4. Well, if you count both phases, it's 8. You got 5 that's worse than, and 3 is equal to.
There you go. So it's there. Like I've seen way worse movies than this. And if anybody wants to sit there and run around and say like it's better than or Eternals is better than this, you're capping. You are damn lying. You are damn
If
lying.
anybody says this is better than Madam Web, you're in serious shit.
No, it's not better than any Sony. No, there's no Sony movie better than. Well, I kind of like Venom, the first Venom.
First Venom is pretty good. I would say it's on par with the first Venom.
The other two, no.
Yeah, 100%. But for me, if we're saying Sony movies, the only things that I think is not better than, like completely better than, is Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse, right?
Okay.
And those are animations, so I don't know if you don't want to put them in there, I can understand that. But to me, those are the best Sony movies. Those two are the best Sony movies, 100%. So I think Thunderbolts will be better than Brave New World. Ooh.
I don't know. It's too jokey, man.
Oh my gosh. No.
In the trailers, they one-lining. I don't want
Yeah.
to see a bunch of whole one-liner, and I don't want to see that.
I think
That's
that's
the same.
yeah,
Sorry, that's the same way they cut the Suicide Squad Part 2. One-liner in the trailer, one-liner. How did the movie do? Stop. Bombed.
No, I agree. And I think that was a problem too. Like for me, I just like, oh my gosh, like this seems like it's gonna be like on a Thor Ragnarok type of level where it's just gonna be one line joke after joke after joke, and I'm just like, I'm not interested in that. And Fantastic Four kicks off Phase 6, yes. And Fantastic Four, I think, is going to be good, 100%. You said the second trailer sold you. I got it. I don't think it's going to be bad, right? I just think it's going to be way too jokey.
I was going to ask you something, but you got another super chat.
Oh, go ahead. Ask it first. I'll go super chat.
Okay, since we're talking about 4, 5, and 6, what did you guys think of the illusion in the end credit scene?
What do you mean?
Illusion. What are you talking about?
How the leader was alluding to the multiple
Oh,
worlds, the
Yeah.
battle world. What do you guys think about that? He was alluding to it. He didn't specifically say it. He was alluding to it. It's like prediction. I
It's the
see
same
this.
thing like if you watch BVS when Lex Luthor was saying the thing to Batman about the red cups coming. They're coming, and you can hear the little beacon he had playing and stuff. So to me, it reminded me of that, and it reminded me. We said this earlier. If you go back and look at the end scene credits for Iron Man and end scene credits for the first Avenger, they're not all that exciting. They were very elusive. Nick Fury was talking to Captain America on one, and he was talking to Iron Man on the other one. He was like, "You're gonna put something together called the Avengers Initiative." And on the second, he was like, "I want you to make the world safer." So people are talking about how this end scene credit was crap or wouldn't do nothing. It led to, like you said, it alluded to things the same way Nick Fury alluded to the Avengers and how he alluded to the next movie. So that's all it's supposed to do. You're not supposed to give you something. It'd be nice if it'd be like, oh,
Thank
man.
you. It wasn't supposed to. Thank you. That's the leader's character.
Yeah.
He doesn't say shit straight out. No.
The ones I looked at, like, was kind of entertaining, like when Loki told the man he saw the Tesseract.
Mm-hmm.
Then you could see Loki in the mirror. And then one when you saw Thanos turn around and start smiling.
I'll do it myself. Yeah.
Well, that was one, but one he just turned around and smiled.
Yeah.
Oh, that's when he went to Asgard and took the glove and said, "I'll do it myself."
Yeah.
Those are cool, but all of them, all of the end scene credits aren't that cool.
I agree 100%. And even still, right? It led up to something. We've had so many end credit scenes that didn't lead up to nothing. They were just
Star
nothing
Fox.
burgers.
I think it has something to do with Spider-Man.
You know what I mean? Like they're just nothing. So yeah, I'm glad that it leads up to something.
Council of Kangs. I'm like, come on.
Sony did better with their end scene credits. Their end scene credits directly led to the next
movie,
Spider-Man movie.
Yeah.
Except when Vulture ended up talking to Morbius when he said, "I think this has something to do with Spider-Man." Yeah. No, outside.
In the jail. Yeah, that didn't lead up to
when Morbius is driving.
But I thought that was a Venom movie.
That was Morbius.
I'm saying,
it was?
I thought it was Morbius. That was one of the Venom movies.
That was Venom movie. That was Venom movie. In Morbius, doesn't Vulture end up meeting Morbius at the end
in the desert?
Movie? Yeah,
and I think it has something to do with Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yeah.
That one, like, where the hell? What the hell? Come on.
What I'm saying, the Spider-Man movie end scene credits led something
to that.
The next Spider-Man movie. They did it better.
I agree. To make it interesting, I could let you guys change your movie to Jurassic World since they all come out that month. So you have 3 to pick. I'm not taking Jurassic World over any of them, to be honest with you.
No. I'll do that. Jurassic World gonna make a big easy.
No.
Really?
No.
All right. So I take Superman, you take Jurassic World?
That'll work.
All right, there you go. Bing. Now you have the new one. Danny said it's Jurassic World. I say it's Superman. Oh, so we leaving Fantastic Four out. That's crazy.
I got a problem with that new Jurassic Park, man. The whole thing is each movie a new dinosaur and they tease a hint of it. They show the actual creature in the trailer. What's the point? What's the mystery now?
What is the box office of the last Jurassic Park movie?
I'm pulling it up right now.
630 mil? I'm guessing.
Was it Jurassic World?
Jurassic World made $652 million.
Ooh, I was close. Okay. Wow.
Okay.
The opening was 208.
How much did it cost to make?
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom made $417 million. Jurassic World Dominion made $376.
I think Dominion was the last one.
Jurassic Park made $357. The Lost World Jurassic Park made $229. Jurassic Park 3 made $181. I don't think these are right. We go somewhere else. No, yeah, okay. Worldwide, Jurassic World made $1.6 billion.
Ooh, okay. Jurassic World. Which was the last Jurassic Park movie, though?
Dominion, I think. Oh, there's a rebirth coming next, so Dominion
Jurassic
before that.
Dominion came out in 2022, and it made $1 billion.
Shit, for real?
Yes, worldwide.
Damn.
Ooh.
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom came out in 2018, and it made $1.3 billion.
God damn.
Yeah, I'm gonna win this bet. So
God damn. And we are going worldwide, just to be clear,
Yeah.
right? We know that it was worldwide. It's not like American, whatever, it's worldwide. All right, well, hey, Jurassic Park. Damn, that shit might. I didn't think it made that much money.
Yeah, the only one that didn't make $1 billion was Jurassic Park 3.
Really?
The only reason why I knew that because we talked about it on Storms Live. So when he put up that, I was like, yeah, I'll take
San
that.
San Diego made over $1 billion? No way.
San Diego? What do you mean?
The T-Rex was to San Diego. That was part 2, right?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not sure.
Oh.
I barely remember those early ones. You know what I mean? And I wasn't a fan of the last ones, but the fact that they made over $1 billion, I'm still gonna go Superman though. I'm still gonna go Superman.
They don't take a lot. Their budgets, okay. Jurassic Park, the first one that came out in 1993, the production budget was $63 million.
And it made $1 billion?
And it made $1 billion worldwide.
That was a nice investment.
Wow.
And May 22nd, the second one came out, The Lost World, Jurassic Park, in 1997. The budget was $75 million. It made $618 million. And the third one, Jurassic Park 3, came out in 2001. The budget was $93 million, and it made $365 million. So it went down. That's the worst one. Jurassic World came out in 2015. The budget was $215 million. It made $1.6 billion.
God.
Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom came out 3 years later in 2018. It made the budget was $170 million.
80% was salary.
And it made $1.3 billion.
Shit.
Jurassic World Dominion was $185 million to make, and it made $1,400,592.
$1.4 billion.
And the budget for Jurassic World Rebirth is $265 million. It's the highest budget so far.
Salary. That's why. Scarlett Johansson has to get paid.
Yeah, you might get that one, but I'm still gonna go with Superman. I have a feeling
Total, those movies combined made over $6 billion.
Now the bet consists of opening weekend only, correct?
No, life.
Opening weekend for Jurassic Park was $50 million. It didn't do well. That was opening weekend. For Lost World, it was $72 million. For Jurassic Park 3, it was $50 million. For Jurassic World, it was $208 million. For Fallen Kingdom, it was $148 million. And Jurassic World Dominion opening weekend was $145 million.
I'm still gonna go with Superman, B-Mikan. I'm still gonna go with Superman. I'll let Danny have Jurassic World.
Yeah,
I want to go with Superman. You know what I mean?
Yeah, James said it's a family fun film.
So if I go to, let's see, Guardians of the Galaxy 3, just the box office alone.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Opening or life? Is it opening weekend or?
I'm saying life. For the life, it has to be like the top. Like it has to, when it's all said and done, it has to make more than. I'm not talking about just opening weekend. It has to make more. So Guardians of the Galaxy 3 made $845 million, and that's Guardians of the Galaxy 3. So I'm thinking that
how much it cost
just
to
the
make?
Superman. Hold on, I'll give you the budget for it.
843. How much? Damn. If it's all 300, bad move, James.
250 million was the budget.
Ooh, that was close.
How much time are we gonna give it for live? Like 2 months, 3 months?
Once it's out the theater.
That's 3 months.
Yeah. Once they're out the theater.
If it's Disney, it's 60 days because 60 days right now. Captain America's coming to Disney Plus.
The biggest problem that it's gonna be is Jurassic Park, and that's why I'm thinking. So Jurassic Park comes out first, then Superman comes, and they all come out in July. So Jurassic Park comes out first, Superman comes out next, and then Fantastic Four.
If I was James Gunn, I would move it to August.
Yeah, because all three of those movies are not gonna. They're probably not gonna make as much as they would because they're all coming out in the same month.
I'm banking that more children are gonna like dinosaurs than the other ones.
Superhero fatigue.
I know my kids, my grandsons love the dinosaur stuff.
Well, I was like, I'm gonna go see Jurassic Park in the theater because I just want to see the dinosaurs on the big screen. It's in IMAX, but I ain't going anymore because I'm not contributing to that box office.
Wait, what happened?
What happened on Nzo Vision? I'll watch it on Nzo Vision. I'm not going to contribute to the box office to help Daddy out in any single way. I know my little $25 ain't going to say much, but yeah, I'm probably going to skip it.
Wait, you're spending $25 to go to the movies? Where the hell are you going? Hollywood Boulevard?
IMAX.
$17 IMAX here.
No, it's 25 here.
25. Oh, damn.
So 2 tickets is $50. Yeah, 2 tickets is $50.
IMAX for that. I might go IMAX.
And you got popcorn, and you got soda. That's $100 for 2 people.
Pretty much.
Me and my grandson went, and it was $19 for the tickets. It was $11 for me, $8 for him, and then we spent another $19 in food. He got the kids popcorn, candy, and a drink, and I got a cinnamon pretzel.
That's why you take. That's why you go to Walgreens and get chocolate, and sneak it in the theater.
All right. So Beamincon's even put in another stipulation. He said to make it even more interesting, if you can guess the amount close to the amount, I'll make it 500.
What?
Yeah.
Damn.
All right. I'm down for that. I'm gonna say that Superman will make. I'm gonna give it $990 million.
990.
Now, how close do we have to be?
Close enough.
Yeah. How close do we have to be, Beamington, since it's yours? How close do we have to be? 100 million, 200 million away? You tell us. And Mike said, Brave New World was mid for me, CC, around there. Yeah, Mike, I wouldn't say it's mid. I think it's pretty decent. But again, at the end of the day, we both, I think all three of us say that we've seen worse Marvel movies. It's not the best Marvel movie, but we definitely enjoyed it.
It's a great action flick.
Yeah, that's how I took it. Was a good action movie. Yeah.
That's why I liked it. I'm like, okay, this is action, a little bit of downtime, action. I'm like, okay, I'm not bored.
Hold on, I'll fix those ads, Mike. Danny, he said about 150K.
Good Lord, that's not enough. I'm gonna say 1.1 billion.
All right. So Danny said 1.1 billion. I said 990 million. There we go.
You know, Superman is going to make at least 430 million on opening weekend.
1 million.
He said 1 million.
Yeah.
Okay.
That'll work.
Okay. That'll work.
You know, opening weekend, Superman's going to make 400. Jurassic Park's going to make 700.
There ain't no way.
700 opening weekend.
$400 million opening weekend.
Yeah.
No.
I'm talking world, not U.S.
Maybe worldwide it might.
Yeah, I'm talking world. Yeah, that's the thing. Is your bet consist of U.S. money sales or world sales?
No, it's world sales,
Okay.
not just yeah. Because to be honest with you, I think a lot of these movies, maybe Fantastic Four, and it will depend on which one people think is better, right? I
People
think
in
yeah,
China
it's
love
possible.
Jurassic Park.
I think it's possible that Jurassic Park could make around 400 million worldwide. I think
7.
Superman could well, no, first week I'm talking.
Oh.
It's not gonna make 7. I don't think it's gonna make 7. But first week, I'm thinking 400 million worldwide. Superman could probably be around the same because people are going to have to see him like first week, you know what I mean? Because a week later or 2 weeks later, we're going to get the freaking next movie. So,
Yeah.
so it's definitely not going to be a lot of wiggle room. Danny said 1.1 billion. Sam was a co-star. It didn't seem like it was his movie. Ford was okay, but the emotional closure that I was supposed to feel at the end wasn't there because he wasn't William Hurt. Okay, I got you. With the we're talking
Oh.
recast there now.
Oh my
Mike,
gosh.
I'm not sure you want to get into them bag of worms, but I feel you, right? I feel you, which is the same way it could have possibly been the same way if they had recast T'Challa, right? Where nobody would have felt the emotional, because it wasn't Chadwick Boseman. That's a possibility there. I'm just saying. But so to answer your question, I told Danny earlier, I said I think it felt a little bit more like a Hulk 2 movie than it did an actual Captain America movie, but he wasn't a co-star. I don't think he was a co-star. I think he was actually the lead in that.
Who was he the co-star to?
That would be a good question. Maybe Harrison Ford, I guess. I don't
He
know.
was hardly in the movie.
He said, I didn't care for that tiny ass chick that was head of security or whatever she was.
She was a
Really?
Black Widow. She's former Black Widow. Come on.
Man, I bet I never hear anybody say I'm body shaming Namor again.
Because they body shaming the little
Big
person,
time.
eh?
I got hit with that so many
Oh.
streams.
Well, listen, if they say, Danny, if they say you got the worst take on YouTube, then I'm gonna be right there with you because we have the same take on this movie. So I guess I got the worst takes on
Man,
YouTube as well. All
I
right.
don't care what people say. I do not. I really wish that I could set up a camera in my bedroom so you can see just how much sleep I lose.
I'm right there with you, brother. I don't lose no
Man,
sleep
I'm
over it either.
gonna like what I like. I'm gonna watch what I watch.
100%. And I said it all the time. Like, we're not going to be judged by what other people think. You know what I mean? It's not going to happen. If someone says it's trash and we like it, I'm going to tell you I like it. I tell people I still tell people I like Thor: The Dark World. I don't give a fuck what anybody says.
Yeah.
Everybody hates that movie, but I like it.
I don't say I hate it, but
People say it's not good.
It ain't better than this.
It was a little Dark World was a little slow running, dude.
It's definitely not better than this. I'll add Rob without him knowing for Fantastic Four. Okay. I you see, it's not a great movie, Thor: The Dark World at all. It's not. But some of the emotional stuff that they do in that movie, I love it. I love
the thing about his mom when he thought
with his mom. Yeah,
Oh, poor Freya.
yes. And then when he's talking to Thor and he's telling him, oh, how can I trust you? And Thor, he's like, trust me. And then they get to the end and it makes it seem like Loki like double crossed him again. And then it ended up being he didn't. I was like, yeah, I love that little stuff in it. So the little emotional stuff is what I like. But if you want to say it's like a great movie, no, it's not.
Hey, Mike, what movies in the MCU is worse than this movie?
Marvels. Oh, sorry, Madam Web.
No, we're talking MCU, not Sony. We're keeping Sony.
Oh, okay. Marvels.
Because like Danny said, like so I can get the mid part again, and I also can get some people saying it's boring because my son said it was boring. My son was like kind of like, it's kind of boring and stuff. I was invested. I enjoyed it. I liked it, right? I liked the action scene. I liked where they were going. Now, could it have been could there have been a little bit more mystery to it? Yeah, there could have been. But Civil War didn't have no mystery to it either. We knew it was Bucky. Like, you know what I
I
mean?
I need to
We
address
knew.
that last comment that Rose put up. Not the
Yeah,
one we
hold
already
on.
seen. The other, not that. Yeah, that one. I need to address that comment, man.
All right, well,
Yes,
hold on. First off, hold on. Let me read it first. He was a co-star to the story that was happening. It didn't progress his story. So someone not sure about spoilers. No, it's okay. Go ahead. Shows up so he can say he doesn't think he should have the shield yet again.
okay, dude. I don't know what movie you watched, but Sam was still struggling, and then he realized he actually is captain. He does not need the serum. He does not need the shield to fight. He embodies the symbol of Captain America. Like the actor said, like Anthony said himself. He's not Captain America, he's Captain of Freedom of the World. He represents
So
freedom. He progressed his own story. At the end, he's like, yes, I am Captain America. Thank you. This is my shield. He embraced it when he fought the Hulk.
yes, but
He
okay.
grew.
I'm gonna agree with one part of what Mike said is that we didn't need to see him go through the I don't know if I should be Captain America stuff again because
Okay,
he did
okay.
that. He did that through the whole series. So I agree with you on that. When they did that, I was like, eh. But if they
I
had
think the,
made it, yeah, go ahead, Danny.
I think the only reason he did that because when his friend got hurt, then he started saying, "Man, if I had the serum,
Yes,
then
yes,
maybe I could have prevented that." And then that's
yes,
when Bucky said, "Look, Cap did have the serum, and he still couldn't help
yes.
the people that he
Mm.
loved." So I think that was the reason they didn't do a full recap, but
Hmm.
it's just like anything, man. If I'd have had my gun, maybe I would have done this, or if I'd have had this, or if I'd have turned left, then maybe this wouldn't happen. So that's what I think he was doing. He wasn't the only reason the doubt came into mind because
He didn't have the super
yeah,
serum.
if I didn't have a super serum, then maybe I could have saved my friend or do something. But I have limitations as a human. But that super serum gives a little bit more. So that's what I think the struggle was because
Hmm.
he was fully confident in his ability as Captain America from the beginning of the movie until that happened. Because
Absolutely.
especially when he was training with Isaiah, oh man, that's two. So he was
Hmm.
I love that.
so he was
Hmm.
confident what he could do, but what he did was human nature. Man, if I would have done this, maybe I could have saved him if I'd have had the serum. Or maybe if I had the serum, I wouldn't be getting my butt handed to me with this Hulk and stuff. And because that to me, that's just human nature.
Absolutely. And that's exactly what I was going to say. Yeah, he did do that same kind of stuff before, but this time it was because he felt like he wasn't strong enough, not because he wasn't worthy, because
Yeah.
he was watching people die, right? And he needed Bucky to tell him, like, listen, Cap had the super serum too, and people still died. So it's not about that. It's about who you are, who you represent, right? And that was a major part of that talking point. That's what I feel. He said, also, I know they needed a hook, but they should have kept Red Hulk secret, and this was my own fault. Knowing the leader was in it ruined the mystery. I
That's
agree
what I
with you.
said. That's what I said.
You see, I agree with you 100%, but I also know why they did it because you know this as well, Mike. People were already questioning why Sam was Captain America for obviously reasons, right? So they had to put that little oomph in there. They could have kept the leader out of it. They could have kept the leader out of it and kept that as a mystery, right? They could have done that. But I see where you're
Well,
coming
I
from
don't
on
think
that
we
one.
saw the leader in any of the trailers.
Nope, there was no hint of any kind of leader. Like I said when I came on
And
here,
he
they
never
ruined
used
it in
that
the
title.
trailer.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about. They ruined it
Yeah,
in the trailer. They showed
the
leader in
whole
one of the
yeah,
trailers.
the whole thing led up to the leader the reveal of the Red Hulk. We
Yeah,
should
yeah,
have had the trailer of him in the shadows, and that was it. And that was all. That's all we needed to do with the leader. Nothing of the Hulk. Just
yeah.
a thrown object, and that was it.
But they needed a hook though. But like Mike said, they did need a hook
Oh.
100%. So I can understand that. Well, Danny, the reason that maybe he should be Falcon, maybe the threats would be more street level if he's going to continue to not be enhanced. Ooh, go
Bro,
ahead, Danny.
that doesn't make sense for the simple fact is that if you use Batman, he doesn't have any kind of enhancements, just his intellect and he's at peak human condition. There's time when even Batman questions himself. So there's always going to be an element of you question yourself whether you're a peak human or not. Superman has questioned himself in the past. Um, Wolverine has questioned himself several times. Iron Man has questioned himself. Thor questioned himself by becoming fat and he's been playing doggone video games for what years, a year or two. So whether you enhance or not, there's always going to come a time when
Spider-Man,
when can we do more? We got to do more.
Tobey Maguire's.
Everybody was down in the dumps about Thanos making that snap. So just because you enhance or not enhance, it's not going to stop you from questioning yourself if things don't happen to go your way.
Right. And to piggy off of what Danny said, I think that's the point, is that we have this dude who's not, and I thought I was going to fix that. We have this dude who's not enhanced, right? And he's doing the things that no human should be able to do, and kind of like what Batman does.
His way.
Yeah, exactly. And not only that is his way, it's his way different from Steve Rogers.
Danny, can you repeat? Because there was an ad that went by.
Yeah, I just changed. Yeah, so go ahead, Danny.
Okay. What I said I don't agree with what you said about maybe he should be at street level. I said because you see Batman doing what he's doing, he's not enhanced. We've seen people that are enhanced have their own doubts. People question themselves when they don't get the job done, kind of like how T'Challa questioned themselves about why his dad did this or why didn't they do this? Why didn't they take Killmonger and stuff? We've seen Shuri question herself, why couldn't I save my brother? So we see people that enhance, super intellectual, have powers, question themselves. Captain America, he questioned himself about Bucky when he had powers and stuff and was enhanced. So just because you're enhanced or not enhanced, you still got that human factor about, maybe if I should. And the only time I see him really question himself in this movie was when his friend got hurt. And his main question is something that we all would ask, especially in that predicament. If I'd have took that serum, would I have been able to help?
Yeah, what could I have done? If I would have done this could happen.
And then they broke it down. He said, look, I got to always be on point because I'm representing not only the shield, I'm representing my people. And I got to make sure that I'm on point every time. And the guy said, I want to be you. And I need to be on point. So I didn't see where they rehashed it. If you're going by the letter of the law, maybe they did rehash it, but they rehashed it for the right reasons. Because no matter whether you Superman or you Falcon, you still gonna have times when you don't get the job done. You're gonna question yourself. Is my output on that.
Absolutely. And to the point that Danny was saying, like I said earlier, I was like, you know what? The reason why they did it wasn't because he was questioning himself being Captain America. He was questioning not having the ability, right? Not having the super serum.
Could I do more?
Yeah.
If I had it.
No, I'm talking about the threat level for Sam. It's like Edge. I'm glad he's wrestling again, but yes, I can enjoy his matches knowing that one slip up could cripple him permanently. No? I'm talking about the threat level
for Sam. It's like Edge. Am I glad he's wrestling again? Yes, but can I enjoy his matches knowing that one slip could cripple him permanently? No. I see what you're saying, but that's the chance you take when you put on that mask and put on those wings and the responsibility that Batman takes every time he puts on that cowl and gets into the Batmobile. They know that it comes with a certain level of danger and a certain level of doubt, certain level of you can't win everything, and that's what pushes them because most people would quit when it gets tough, but when you push through that like they do, that really makes the hero. The power is nice, but you gotta have intestinal fortitude to go with that. And I like Sam's intestinal fortitude. And we said it earlier in the stream. That's why Cap picked him because Sam is the closest person that I've seen that has his values, his core values, has his thought
Absolutely.
process. That's why they always mesh together. And I think skill wise, could Bucky be a better Captain America skill wise and strength wise? Yeah, but does he have the same intestinal fortitude and moral compass as Sam do? I don't think he does.
Sam Wilson is the type of person that would run to an explosion, not away from it.
And do exactly what Captain America did, Steve
Yeah.
Rogers did in the first Avengers, right? Jump on a bomb to
Mm-hmm.
sacrifice himself. You know what I
Upon a
mean?
Run directly to it, yes.
Absolutely, 100%. So, and I do think that, yeah, that's the point. Yeah, I get it. But this movie did something great at the end, which was shown that he gets hurt, right? Danny said he had a broken arm. Isaiah
Yeah.
hugged him. He's like, oh, I got a broken rib. Be careful. You know what I mean? So it's showing that he's putting his body on the line. And I think that is more valiant than what Steve Rogers would do, because Steve Rogers does have super serum. He has nothing, and he could die just like that. And he's putting his body on the line.
And the friendship between him and Isaiah, I love that. I hope they don't kill Isaiah off. We say this early in the stream. Hope that Isaiah is like his mentor whenever he is having those doubts, or he needs somebody to go to for words of wisdom, of encouragement, or insight. I hope they keep Isaiah in the picture as his mentor, as his rock, as his confidant.
Well, in the comics, isn't Isaiah's grandson part of the new Avengers, Young Avengers?
I don't know.
He is. He is. It was supposed to be the black teenager that's in
the grandson
Falcon and Winter Soldier. Yeah.
Oh, Black Falcon guy. The guy. What is that? Black Falcon, right?
Yeah. It's him. Yeah, he's supposed to be. I think they say Proton or something like that. Not sure. Don't quote me on that.
I forgot his name, but
Mike will tell us in the chat. But yeah, that's what I'm saying, right? So it's like, you got this regular guy who's getting his butt kicked. And to Donnie's point, I don't want to see Isaiah die either, but they got to give him they got to put him in the old Captain America suit and let him fight sometime in one of the Secret War movies, Danny. We got to see Isaiah Bradley in action.
Or a flashback. I'll take
or a flashback. Or give us an Isaiah Bradley movie, bro. Right?
They ain't gonna do all that.
I know they ain't.
If they do, they might make him a cameo in the Sergeant Rock movie with Daniel Craig. Movie? Sergeant Rock with Daniel Craig.
I don't even know what that is.
Sergeant Rock. Sorry, that's DC. Never mind. Sorry. I'll say sorry.
It's all right. It would be as if Steve never took the serum and continued to be a scrawny dude wearing Cap costume. As K-Dot says, there's levels to things.
No, Sam went through basic. He's already knows how to fight. Steve did not know shit.
Exactly. And yes, Steve was a scrawny little kid, but Anthony Mackie was never a scrawny little kid, right? No, he was never scrawny like that. He was in the, what did they call it? There was the group he was in the army, right? So he already has army training. He's great at hand-to-hand combat, which is something they showed in this movie.
Air Force.
I don't know. Air Force. Yeah, he was part of Air Force. So I don't see that the same way.
It's called a Patriot.
Patriot. That's it, Danny. Patriot. So I don't see it. I don't see it as that. Now, if you wanted to say Steve didn't take the serum, but he still looked like Steve Rogers, then that's a valid point. But you know what I mean? You can't compare that little skinny dude to Anthony Mackie. It just doesn't make sense, So, but yeah, I think
dude, that's like comparing Roseanne Barr to Beyonce. Cannot and will not and should never be done.
100%. Anything else, Danny? Any last words?
Go see this movie, Beat and Come. Thank you for the bet. I definitely hope I win. That'd be a nice little change in my pocket. But go see the movie. Don't listen to any YouTuber. Don't listen to anybody. If you like this kind of movies, one thing about us on this particular channel, we all like comic book movies. And there may be one or two that we choose not to go to, but for the most part, we go into all of them, and we hear what each other say. Some movies also may like more than me, or Eli who may like more than me, or whoever else we're shooting with. But we're gonna go and see it for ourselves, and you're not going to get an echo chamber
Facts.
on this station, on this channel. But just because John Campion, I know he's big time, and I know he has thousands of subscribers, probably hundreds of thousands of subscribers. I don't care. I'm still gonna go see it. What thing that really pushed me to see this movie is what they said Mackie said, and it was taken way out of context.
Facts.
And so go see it for yourself. You may end up liking it.
And people are still trying to use what he said I'm like, come on, people, do we not have any understanding? Watch my videos, watch our streams. We break it down that not only did Chris Evans say the same thing, the white Captain America in the fucking comics said the same thing Anthony Mackie has said. So come on, guys, let's get over that. You know what I mean?
He did not say anything negative. He's talking positive about his character. If you want to talk shit about an actor who talks shit about the character in the movie, talk about Renee Zellweger, okay? Yeah, if she says don't see it, don't see it. I'm listening to her about this. Anthony never said anything about the movie. He said this is what he feels Captain America represents. He didn't say this is what the movie says. This is how he feels he presented the character as the captain of everywhere, the embodiment of peace, tranquility, helpfulness, helping the lower guy, the little guy, when nobody else can. This is who Captain America is. You don't have to have superpowers like Steve Rogers. This is who Mr. Wilson is. He's the everyday man who tries to do the right thing. You're a superhero fan, you're gonna like this movie. If you're a Marvel fan, you're gonna like this movie. If you are a nerderotic fan, just
Wow.
Yeah, because you definitely won't like this movie. You know what I mean? Not enough good white people in this movie for them.
Yeah, I know.
Mike said,
gosh.
wait a minute. Wasn't there a Marvel ban going on in support of Jonathan Major? Yeah,
Yeah.
for 1 year.
Yeah, last year. Yeah. For 1
Yeah, they're
year,
considering.
I did not
considering.
go. I think you're talking about me. Last year, I did not go watch any Marvel movies in the theater. That is correct.
Yes.
And I made that clear 1 year, 2024. I made it clear on video that I was going to see this movie, which I did.
Yes. And I was on the same band, but I ended up going to see Deadpool and Wolverine. It was only one movie. My son was like, are we going to see Deadpool Wolverine? And I was like, yeah, I guess we're going to see Deadpool Wolverine. I don't say no to my son.
I saw it on Nzo Vision or something. I did. Marvel did not get my money last year.
Yeah, exactly. And that was the only Marvel movie that I seen, And he said, yeah, the whole stupid thing about what Mackie said was the usual assortment of grifters grifting. Absolutely, Mike. Absolutely. And they all ate it up and they all went at it and said, oh, and then we got some of us.
I'm going to tell you, when I first heard it going to work, I was like, man, what is he doing? Why is he shooting himself in the foot? But then when I came back from work and then I saw the whole clip, come to find out he didn't say what I thought he said. He didn't say it in the tone that people lead you to believe. So that's another story. That's another example of go and research and do things for yourself.
Absolutely. And here's the funny thing. Me and Terrence were going back and forth on it. And even though I was bringing up information that he said, oh, no, he shouldn't have said that. And I'm like, okay, whatever. I knew the conversation wasn't going to go anywhere after that. So it was time to end that conversation real quick. Said final bet was Danny picking Jurassic Park, 1.1 billion, Onzo Superman. No, I said 990 million. 990 million. I'm fixing to go sleep. No problem, Girl Jones. Thank you for popping in. Much appreciated.
Yep. Have a good night. Appreciate it.
That's because none of them know anything about the comic books. If they knew anything about the character, they know he said worse in the comics. Exactly. And then when you bring it up to them, they try to deny it and make some kind of excuse.
Yeah, you showed that comic panel.
And then that what trips me out too. We said this earlier, real quick. That if Stan becoming Captain America wasn't anywhere in the comic books, or Shuri becoming Black Panther wasn't anywhere in the comic books, then I would have to go with some of these people that said about this race bending and gender swapping. But you can't make an argument on one stream about comic book accuracy, and the next stream complain about it when they gave you that. You can't make an argument on one stream that we want new material, we need new material. Then when they give you new material and you don't like it, then you complain it. So you can't have it both ways.
I agree with you 100%.
They want it both ways. They want the cake, they want the icing, they want to eat it too. They want ice cream on top, the cherry, all that kind of stuff. You can't have it both ways. Look, either you want new material or you don't. Either you want comic book accuracy or you don't. And you already know from the start, Kevin Feige is going to cherry pick some things. A quick reiteration: the Hulk that I've read in the comic books has his intelligence. The Red Hulk, he wasn't crazy and out of control like he was in the movie. They cherry picked that in the comic book movies. In the comic books, General Ross wanted to become the Hulk. In this movie, he didn't want to, so they cherry picked and moved some things around. So
we didn't know who the identity of the Hulk was for about several months after he came out. So yeah, that was a mystery for everybody.
And you better hold on because his daughter becomes the Red She-Hulk. So if they do that, that's gonna be a whole nother level. So
absolutely, which they might end up doing. Well, so
they might.
I think they might. No. Well, the reason why I say no,
they green light She-Hulk. They could green light her.
No, I agree with you. The reason why I say no is because I think after Secret Wars, they're probably going to do a soft reboot, right? Which was going to bring the X-Men into the universe and stuff like that. So I think they're going to change a lot of things when they get into that new phase. Now, it's possible that they may try it, but I think
somewhere down the line they're going to have that all-female Avengers.
They might.
Somewhere, maybe it's a multiversal thing, different universe. I think somewhere down the line we're going to see that phase 7 or 8.
Definitely a possibility, but I also think that they're getting away from the multiverse stuff. That's why they want to do the Secret World, Battle World stuff.
Yeah, so combine everything together.
Combine everything into
one. I don't hate the multiverse like other people do.
Neither do I.
I think it's smart because if something ain't working, then you can use multiverse to straighten it out. That is like going to having your video game and hit the reset button after all those lives. That's exactly what it is.
People say it's just a lazy way of writing. I'm like, I disagree with that.
That's my problem, is right. I don't want to be able to, fix every mistake they did. Hey, we'll just go to the multiverse. That's why I don't like the world between worlds in Star Wars.
It ain't your money. If it's your money,
I know.
And you got a way to fix it. Ain't you gonna hit the reset button?
I wouldn't do that though. I wouldn't do that. Like even at the world between worlds,
I'm bleeding money, and I know that if I go back and do this, what the fans want, that's gonna recoup my money. Oh yeah, I'm hitting that multiverse. We in multiverse 626 now. Next time, if it mess up, we're gonna be in 718. That ain't working. We're gonna be in 156. Shoot, I'm gonna find a universe that
110010.
Yeah, but you see, here's the problem with that, though, right? And here's the problem with that is, yes, you could do that and reset it, right? And people are like, oh, you see, well, they shouldn't have ever done that in the first place. You know what I mean? You can find other ways to fix it without having to always run to the multiverse and say, hey, this is what we're gonna do, and we're gonna fix this. Or the world between worlds, someone goes back in time and boom, Anakin never turns into Darth Vader or some crap like that. I just don't want them to do that.
Is that really canon?
Lego Star Wars, yes.
The world between worlds is
canon.
canon.
Yes.
Yeah, World Between Worlds.
I've seen it in the animation, but I never read a book about that.
No, but you did see it in
I saw it in
Ahsoka and in Ahsoka. And in Ahsoka, she fights him.
That's how she fought Anakin, right?
Anakin, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said Captain America Brave New World versus the Batman. Captain America Brave New World all day, every day, Dewan. We know this. That movie is ass. Don't ever talk to me. Listen, whatever movie you think, Howard the Duck is better than the Batman.
I know you want some stuff now.
Howard the Duck is better than the Batman. Eternals is better than the Batman.
Yeah, I know you sick now. Brave New World is better than the Batman.
Ooh, I'm clipping that. I'm
The
clipping that,
Batman was
Danny.
too slow, methodic. I'm like,
No,
this is not a Batman movie.
Batman and Brave New World kind of same thing because it was like Batman year 1, year 2, whatever you want to say it. That's
Mhm.
what this was. Captain America, Sam Wilson, year 1, year 2.
Pretty
Because
much.
there was a big difference from when he was on the Disney Plus show than what he was on here now. He was
100.
more confident. His fight skills were better. He developed a better relationship with Isaiah. Isaiah was coaching him. So yeah,
It
this
was 2 years after the 2 years after, so it was a
it was
2 year
2
gap.
years.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like 2 years.
Time I saw was 5 months. Then it
I
said
thought it was
something
supposed
about,
to be that's supposed to be a 2
No.
year before the movie starts.
but I thought in
Yeah,
the movie they was showing something that said 5 months later. Didn't that what it said?
it did. But it was 5 months after that little fight scene at the beginning.
With the sidewinder.
Yeah, it was 5 months after that. But this movie possibly could be a year or two
Yeah.
after
I definitely think it's like
Falcon
a
and Winter
year
Soldier.
because
Yeah,
they
yeah.
seemed very. It was calling him captain. Now I tell you what, that doggone room they had, that thing was tight.
Which
Like
one?
how they get him and Falcon where they could that computer room they
Oh,
had.
yeah.
Like where they
Yeah,
get that from?
yeah. They had their own
That
little
seemed
bat
totally
cave
off.
there.
Yeah, that seemed totally off the grid. I was like, how they get that?
But
But
I got
apparently now he's not poor anymore because he can do whatever he wants to now.
yeah, you're right. You're right. He got some money now if you see in his crib. You know what I mean? Huh?
So I bet his sister's boat is really doing really good right now.
See
The
that truck he
Wakandans are
driving?
hooking him up.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. So he got some money over there. But yeah, I'm with Danny. Make your own opinions. Go see the movie. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But
Yeah.
don't. I get it. There may be some people out there, you may value their opinion, right? But you're not going to like and dislike every single thing that YouTuber likes or dislike,
It's
right?
like
It's just not. We're all human beings. You're going to find sooner or later
that is
something that
impossible.
Yeah,
exactly.
this is not worse than the time a mother was in the Amazon investigating spiders. Okay.
All I
Madam
gotta
Web.
say, all I gotta say is if you find yourself where you like and dislike everything, everybody in the chat with you, then you are in an echo chamber.
Yeah,
I don't want to be in an echo chamber.
facts. 100%. Same here. Before we go, Eli, go ahead. Your last shots, and then I got something else to say. Go ahead.
Like I said, if you're a superhero fan, you're gonna like this movie. If you're an action hero fan, you're gonna like this movie. Do not expect to listen to opinions and go in there with opinions of like, okay, they said this might happen. They like this part. They like this part. No, judge that part for yourself. If you heard a part about a movie, you think somebody liked it, disliked it. Watch it and see. Okay, this person was right or this person was wrong, or agree or disagree. Make your own opinion about a movie. Do not automatically go in there and say, okay, this movie might suck. Then why the hell are you paying for it?
Mm-hmm.
Just go in there and enjoy yourself. Okay.
And that goes
If you
for
hate,
any.
if you hated it, you ask for a refund after for the manager. Okay, just don't come on here and complain about it without asking for any kind of refund. That's just trying to
That go,
get views and hits and attention.
right. And that goes for any movie, not just this, right? Any
Yeah,
movie that you're thinking you want to go see or you think that may not be good or may be good, but someone says it's not good or it is good, just make your own opinions, right?
yeah.
And then you can say, yeah, I agreed with them or I didn't agree with them. Mike said, I would never go see a movie I had some interest in because someone I don't care who said not to see it. Same here, Mike. Same here. You know what I mean? And I value Danny's opinion, right? Many times. And if Danny was like, oh, I didn't like the movie, I'm like, all right, well, I'll go see it and then I'll let you know if I like it or not. You know what I mean? Because even me, I know that even though we like some of the same movies, there's a lot that he likes that I will never fucking watch. I don't even understand how he likes some of the movies that he likes. Like
Pokemon.
this dude was watching Craven and it's like, oh, there's a lot of things in Craven that I like. I'm like,
No,
oh, I
no,
can.
no. Craven was a glorified Beastmaster of the movie. Okay, he's not Mark Singer. That
I'm
movie
like, no,
sucked. Oh my
I,
gosh. Oh,
I'm like,
oh,
I can't watch that movie again. You know what I
oh.
mean? Were there some things in it that I liked? Yeah, I kind of liked the Rhino stuff, but other than that, that movie was bad. And Brave New World is better than Craven.
Yes, it is. Craven was better than Madam Web.
Right. And it's better than Morbius. You know what I mean? Like,
yes.
it's better than those movies. Like, so you could say it's better than Venom 2. You could say it's better than Venom 3. Right? I would say that.
Well.
I would put it on maybe the same level as the first Venom, but the other two Venoms, they were ass. They were garbage. So, yeah, just make your own opinions and go see the movies. Before we go, I just want to ask anybody, you guys in the chat or even you guys in the panel real quick. So if Danny tells you to see the Batman and give it a second chance, will you? No, because I already seen it, right? But Danny told me he loved it, and I was like, nah, it's trash, right? So it just because he says he likes it doesn't mean I'm not going to, or if Danny says he doesn't like it, I'm still going to go see it for myself, right? That's just me, even though I respect Danny's opinion. Like I said earlier, I know there's certain movies he likes. There's ones I don't like. So I'm still going to go and make up my own opinion on it. So that's just me. And I think everybody else should do that. And last thing I want to ask, man, is did you guys watch the last episodes of Cobra Kai?
You mean the fake Miyagi?
Yeah, Cobra Kai. Did you watch it?
The fake Miyagi? I heard about it. I have not seen it yet.
I ain't seen none of them.
You haven't seen the last? Oh my God!
Sorry, I heard the voice actor sounded just like him, like Moriarty.
He did.
Okay.
They're saying that he came back. He's a clone or something.
No, it was a dream sequence. Yeah, it was a dream sequence, and they did a deep fake of Mr. Miyagi, which was really good. But I'll say this: it ended exactly as it should have ended. And I'm not going to spoil it in case no one has watched it yet. It ended perfectly, and the fucking thing was a tearjerker, bro. Trust me. He said I let it slide because it was a dream. Yeah, exactly. It was a dream sequence, But yeah, it was a tearjerker. It hit emotions. It was really good.
Did any of the stars get killed up?
No.
No.
I say emotional because the way they fixed all the relationships in the show, right? Okay. Like the way they fixed all the relationship conversations they had. There was a scene where Johnny, he basically like goes to Ralph, Daniel, that's it, thank you. And he's like, do you trust me? And Daniel's like, yes, I trust you. So their friendship has become so strong together. It was powerful. I loved it.
I heard it was good. But I'm telling you, man, for me, that doggone Spider-Man episode 7.
Yeah.
I haven't seen 7 yet. I haven't seen 7.
We won't spoil it, but it's good.
Episode 7 is the best animated fight scene I have seen ever. I think I don't see.
I watched 6. I watched 6 this morning. I haven't watched 7 already yet.
Boy,
yeah,
7 ain't no joke.
Spider-Man is really good too, as well.
Yeah,
it is really.
If you haven't watched that, watch it.
I was surprised.
Sorry, I don't like the canister thing, but the improvements.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
I can't wait to see 9 and 10.
Me too. Go ahead.
I was surprised the way the animation style, but when it went from panel to panel, I'm like,
I love that.
Okay, yeah. I like this part. I like this transition better. I like this.
It worked for that, but it didn't work for that.
Yeah. No. But the way they transition to panel when the action scenes like panel, I'm like, okay, I like the transition here.
Like at first, I didn't like the animation. I was like, I don't like this animation, but now it kind of grew on me.
Yeah, I like the animation. I can see what you're saying at the beginning. It was like, but yeah, I kind of like the animation. I like where they're going with a lot of the characters. You know what I mean?
Tombstone.
Like,
Mike, how do you like this?
Tombstone.
Are you watching it?
Yeah, Mike, if you're liking Spider-Man, let us know. He said, I wanted them to hint at the movie. I thought they would have done that in a way too, but I'm kind of glad they didn't.
What did they show
They did parallel the movie because they had the car catching scene. They had Osborn in the. They had Peter walking. They had him walking
Not that.
inside that.
He's talking about Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant
Yeah.
Spider-Man. Sorry.
Yeah. Go. I haven't seen any of Spider-Mans yet.
You gotta watch
them.
them,
Watch them, Mike.
Oh, it's good.
Watch them. Mike. You were gonna ask a question, Danny?
I forgot that fast. No.
I think it was Cobra Kai. I was saying because they didn't hit at the movie. You said how did it end or something like that?
No, I was saying what previews did they show for y'all in your movies? Because they showed that. They showed Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
They showed some other superhero movie too. I think it wasn't Superman. It was something else.
I seen Superman.
No, they didn't show Superman in mine. They showed Fantastic Four, Cobra Kai, something else. I can't.
Wait, they showed a trailer for Cobra Kai in your theater?
Yeah, they did that. Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I didn't get a Cobra Kai trailer.
Not Cobra Kai, but the next Karate Kid one I'm talking about.
Oh, the next Karate Kid movie. No, they didn't show that. For me, they showed Superman. They showed Thunderbolts.
Yeah, they showed Thunderbolts. That's what they showed.
Thunderbolts.
Megan 2. I saw the trailer for Megan 2.
I didn't see.
Megan 2. They showed How to Train Your Dragon for me.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, How to Train Your Dragon.
Yeah, that looks good.
They showed Thunderbolts, which I'm getting tired of seeing. I don't think Thunderbolts gonna be good.
Mike said it was all comic book trailers. I have an issue with it. Like I said, Donnie, I think it might be too jokey. You know what I mean? So that might be.
I hope they don't. I hope they temper the Red Guardian. I don't want comic relief the whole movie.
Yeah, I agree. I said, and How to Train Your Dragon. Hey, How to Train Your Dragon, that looks pretty decent, man. I might check that out.
They're supposed to mirror the cartoon, but I'm like, okay, Disney's done it before, and I've seen all these mirror cartoon live actions, and I'm like, okay, not again. I saw this trailer, I'm like, wait a minute, this is how this originally should have been released, not a cartoon.
The next movie I'm watching is Sinners.
Sinners, yeah. Sinners is gonna be. I don't know when it comes out yet, so
April 18th.
April.
When does The Accountant 2 come out?
The what?
No.
I think that's already out, ain't it?
Oh, it is?
I'm not sure if there's. I think there's a movie that comes out before Sinners that I'm gonna go see, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna see Sinners. Danny, shout out your channel one last time, brother.
You can check me out on The Road to Wisdom. That's my channel. Mondays and Fridays, 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. I missed it this morning. I'm gonna try and I may make it up tomorrow or Sunday possibly. Catch you on the Hangout on Wednesdays on Guy Scar's channel at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Sometimes I jump on after that to Nzo's show, the OOC, which is always fire. And then, of course, last but not least, Sundays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can catch me on Robert Storm's channel, Storms Live. Me, Guy Scar, and DJ.
Yes, sir. Eli, shout out your channel, sir.
You guys can find me every Tuesday through Monday on Instagram, Threads, Blue Sky, other various YouTube channels talking about science and comedy. And as a reminder, there's been an update of Asteroid 2024 YRZ. YR4 is a now 2.1% chance, which is a 150 chance of hitting the Earth in about 8 years. And if you guys are outside right now looking up with clear skies, you see the moon. Above that is you see the moon. Above that is Mars. Above that up here is Jupiter. And over here is Betelgeuse. A little nice guidance for you.
Yeah, weird stuff, guys.
Yeah, and also tomorrow night, high probability of the aurora, Anzo.
Yeah, I never see that shit anyway, so I ain't even gonna bother. Look. But with that being said, guys, I am Big Afford Entertainment. Thank you, everybody that came and popped in. You know what I mean? You don't have to take our words for it, but we think the movie's at least worth watching. And one thing we never really talked about, because we, even though we said a little bit of race stuff, this is only like the third MCU movie with a black lead. If it doesn't do well, you probably won't see that many more. You know what I mean? So at least support, because I think Anthony Mackie did a good job.
Oh, he did.
With that being said, peace, love, and hair grease, and we will see you on the next one, guys. Peace.
Free hugs.